before you grab that playhead and skim the timeline looking for the timestamp of your favorite character or least favorite character, or looking to jump to the end to screenshot the tier list and post it on Reddit and tag me on Twitter, let me thank you for clicking on a 3-hour video. And now that I have your attention, let me give a few quick disclaimers and points that will help you understand why we put the characters where they are on this tier list. Number 1, tier lists are opinion-based and heavily shaped by your local meta, your local character representation, and your local playstyles. Even the top pros are not immune to this. And we're not either. So we try not to overrate, for example, King, even though North America has multiple world-class King players. We try to account for that in our placement of not just King, but all the characters. Number 2, we're looking at ideal character strength, or the full potential of the toolkit. What this means is that top pros may not have fully figured out the characters yet, both offensively and defensively. Now, we're not saying that they need to have perfect execution or defense. We just want to hold these characters and the players to the highest standard possible, within human reason. Number 3, we're looking at first to 2 strength, or tournament performance. The idea of having a simple game plan or a really dominant toolkit is really valued here. So by dominant toolkit, we mean the idea that once you load into a game, the character immediately has aura, and their tools are already threatening you just by existing on the screen with them. Number 4, we're looking at matchup spread. This kind of ties into that tournament strength again, but this is the main divide between the strongest characters and the weakest characters. In Tekken 8 Season 2, every character can win. The only difference is that some characters handle a wider spread of matchups easier, or they just don't have the same struggles. That's really the main point where we draw the divide, because every character's strengths on paper are just so ridiculous. And number 5, we value these the least. These are tournament results, online win rate, and pick rate. Again, when you have the idea that not everybody has optimized how to play as and against these characters, the statistics matter a little less. We want to look at it from a qualitative lens, and maybe down the road when Tekken 8 is a bit more solved and the seasons have kind of stabilized, then we can look at these pick rates and win rates and tournament results a little more seriously. But for now, we feel they don't necessarily reflect how good a character really can be. Lastly, the tier list is ordered except that bottom tier, the S+ tier. And truthfully, in all the tiers, you could argue for different ordering. It's largely going to, again, depend on your local meta, local playstyle, local representation. But we wanted to put down some ordering just for the sake of sparking discussion. And I'll say it again, everyone can win in Season 2. Weaknesses mainly come from matchup spread or having a less dominating Layer 1 initial strategy in a first to 2 setting specifically. Thanks for your attention. Enjoy arguing in the comments, and let me know if you want to see more of these. In the future, we'll optimize our tier list making process, but for now, here's the 3-hour tier list video for Season 2. What's up, you guys? We have the Tekken World Tour Finals starting now. By the time this video comes out, the finals will have already begun. So, what better time to make a tier list finally? I usually don't like making tier lists. What a better time to make a tier list than now? You can see what kind of characters we expect to see at the top level, and maybe even what characters we might expect to see as pocket picks. Tons of characters are good in Season 2, and there are a lot of diverse opinions about the characters. So I brought on Landon D and Hyde Tone to help me keep my opinions in check. And we'll all keep each other in check, because we all have different characters we really hate, different characters we love. And we'll be trying to take every character pretty graciously, but we also want to be pretty honest about what characters have kind of stood out, even though they may not be performing the best in tournament. You know, not every character is as easy to wield as others. And I also have the game open, so we can run like tests on characters and things like that if we want to iron out some details or show some examples.
Cool,
but
cool.
I think the first thing is top 5 should be relatively simple at the very top. I think Anna and Asuka are very clearly
all right, before I want to say something.
Yes.
What tournament players value a lot in first to 2, and what makes characters good, or what they say is good, is like the safety to get those timings out. Because when you're first meeting someone in first to 2, if you can poke safely and get information on them, that shit is really heavily valued. If your character's like really risky, like from the jump, it's going to be a lot harder to like get info on people, like with Leroy. But even though Leroy might not seem like a good character, Breadman is addicted to playing Leroy. But even though the character could be even though the character can be really safe, it can be kind of hard to get info with them in first to 2, like Steve. So it's a lot of bit of things where like sometimes Asuka like just maul Steve. right? Or Anna, just because those characters are really meta. But when Steve is able to like shut down and control those characters, Steve just becomes the best character like he was in like T7, stuff like that.
Whoa. Whoa. No, I know what you're saying though. I think that's a good point too, is to put first to two strengths as one of our priorities. Because like long set character, there are certainly like long set characters that perform way better with data, but at least in the context,
we don't see long sets as often. Can you believe that? Not even in ranked match. All that data is first to two.
Yeah.
Not even on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Raven is like really good because of that too.
Perfect. So yeah, we have ideal character strength. I'll probably redo this intro, I'm not gonna lie. But as we start the tier list, we have ideal character strength, or like the full potential of their toolkit. We have first to two strength. We have, and then less valued, but we have tournament results, win rate, and pick rate as kind of extra detail. We don't want to lean on these as the like sole factor of how good a character is, but we want it to add extra information to our decision, maybe changing their ordering or making the tight decision between like top 6 and top 5. If nobody else has other details they want to add, I think I want to start with the two biggest, in my opinion, war criminals of this season, Anna and Asuka.
I guess the only thing I would add was like overall dominance or ease of game plan for like the character, right? So like when Asuka's on the screen, she already has that aura of like, oh, I can't hit this character.
Yeah.
Right. When Anna's on the screen, I have to care about 2-jab out the gate. Right. Down forward 1-2 out the gate. Bryan keeps you back 1. So like I think simple game plan / just like how dominant their toolkit is, like with any like, you know, any person on the screen and how much priority it takes is really, really important too.
Yeah. Anna is just so dumb. What were you gonna say, Fee?
No, go ahead. You're saying Anna's dumb.
Well, I'm just gonna talk about why, like,
such as Eddy.
It's top 1. I mean, the 2-jab is so much control. 2-jab in the stance is confirmable, and it gets her into heat mode, and that's like a Tekken 8 heat character is like god tier, like every single one. It doesn't matter. So she's able to get into heat mode immediately, like super easy. And then on top of that, she's got the control from the jab, and then her full crouch and while standing 2 also exist. And while usually Anna would have to bank all her like, you know, reads on whether she would hit that or not, she's got the new low. Before, Anna like couldn't poke you like at advantage without like taking a risk with like a low like that with like down forward 4. He's about to show it right now. And before, she used to have sidestep too, but you had to get really, really, really close to someone to do that. But for Anna, she's always going to be able to get into range and play 2-jab. And she also goes on her jabs really well. Look how far 4-4-2 goes in this game. So you can't like zone her. You're going to have to deal with that.
Funnily enough,
and then when she gets in, what are you going to say?
Funnily enough, this button like used to exist, but it was just her hand. So the idea now that it has so much more range and that she can complement it with this, and that it's not even like
just the range of that too.
Yeah. Tony was talking about how like these characters have so much aura right away. It's not even like you're trying to win with these buttons. It's the fact that they exist changes the way you play. And then once she's in, she has that counter hit 2-jab. And if you do nothing and let her take control, she has the ability to mix you whenever you want. And it's not about her like consistently landing the mix. Just the ability to have this threat over and over and over again allows her to kind of do whatever she wants with you. And then she can, as you can see, like how Atif did, she can play safely. She can just poke with the strings and you never even see like the mix land. And she can still like win rounds.
And the down back 4 is just as bad. And I know I play Fok, and you know, why would I be complaining about range? If I am complaining about range versus Anna, because you saw how I had to play the matchup, in order for me to make her whip, I have to stand at range 7. Like full screen to like even threaten anything. We're playing like she's zoning me the entire time. Like we're both full screen in Street Fighter. Because if she gets in, I can't contest her on any like tools. It's a slow character. She just has 2-jab heat engager, and then that's like it's cooked. That's like down back 4 for Anna really like really changes the game. That like actually Is that down forward?
DF4.
It's down forward.
You mentioned it was her
Yeah.
kilo before and it was risky. Now she has this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
She can do both.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
another thing that just makes Anna like so egregious is like you don't even need to like play risky with her anymore.
Yeah.
Like you can get in the heat pretty safely. Like something people don't talk about is like how fast 2-jab recovers on whiff. Right.
Oh.
So like even if you run up and duck it, like you're most likely not launching that unless you counter hit them going into like a move or something. And she can go into chaos shot like what is it, the bazooka stance at 0 every time she like goes into crouch, like
Hammer
off
chant?
of like down forward 1-2, yeah, hammer chance off down forward 1-2 in and like 2-jab into down forward into hammer chance and stuff. And it's just like she doesn't need to find full crouch mixes all the time or go into crouch and threaten it. She already does. And when you're trying to hit her, she has a 10 frame counter hit. So
Yeah.
like for me, when I do back one on Bryan, I am getting mixed.
Yeah.
Like hatchet on Bryan, I'm getting mixed, you know? So she's just strong everywhere.
When I think of Anna, it's like a lot of people probably feel that she's very strong. The main points of argument are people would probably say like, well, why are people switching off of her? And I think like that's probably the only point of argument against Anna is like people may argue like, well, you see like Arslan can't succeed with her. You know, Victimo has been playing a lot more Nina. Like, if Anna is so strong, why isn't everybody picking her up? And honestly, my answer to that would just be like, it's a Tekken thing. Picking up a new character in Tekken is really hard, and competing at the world class level, even if a character is super cheap like Anna, you need so much like situational familiarity. And I think people are less likely to be able to get away with just robbing opponents off of no defensive knowledge anymore, which is probably why Anna is like less dominant as she was when she first came out. But I still think if you just look at what the character can do and how much damage she threatens and how many different parts of the game she controls, she to me is so objectively top 1, and she'll only get scarier at this strength level as the players get better at playing her. I still think like she's still not optimized in every way in every situation. It's just we've seen so much of her because she had that initial advantage over people's defense.
Yeah. I mean, if you see someone switch, especially in Tekken 8, if you see a competitor switch off of their main character in this game, that's how you know a character is a real problem, because you get really rewarded for like continuing. Yeah, and you get really rewarded for manning your character in this game because there's so much you can optimize with heat mode. But if people are like, yeah, let me pick Anna for the one time, like, no. Like, especially when the stakes are that high, and then, you know, they'll switch back because it's like they get Anna. Like, okay, it's like, this isn't how I really want to play.
Yeah.
Like, they really feel like they can still win with their own character. That's just as good.
Yeah.
But the fact people were just switching off, whew, that's crazy.
And I think most people would probably be on the same page with Anna outside of the Anna players. So we talked about why people are kind of going back and not solo maining Anna and why Arslan has some issues with it. I think, yeah, it's just a comfort thing, and people really need a lot of time to get really good at a character. It's not like we're not like a League of Legends game where people can just swap mains over and over again to fit the meta. Let's see. We still have like 32 characters. So I'm gonna keep us on like a 2 to 3 to 5 minute timeline, unless it's a highly debated character. So I think when it comes to Asuka, this character to me is Anna coded in the sense that she has that initial control immediately, where you have to run calculus just to hit her, you know? Yeah. Where do we even begin? You know, for people who don't know, like, let me control her. Launching punch parries that are like 0 on block, launches on normal hit. She doesn't even have to parry something.
I don't understand why it launches on normal hit. She has forward 4. She has down. She has a safe down forward 2. She has can. She has back 4 counter hit.
And I think
every button you about to do in Asuka is about to launch, fam. I'm not gonna lie, and this is a counter hit heavy buttons game.
And I think
send her full screen and launch.
Go ahead.
What put her over the edge to me in season 2 is this charge move, because before, the whole Asuka weakness is she has all these control buttons that stop you from hitting her, but she doesn't have good offense, right? The best thing was like this low poke. But now she has the ability to do damage or like win damage without committing to like an option that's easy to deal with. And then once she's done all this chip damage to you, this low suddenly becomes scarier because you've lost so much HP off of either a combo, a huge launch, or this move hitting, right? So to me, Asuka gaining these offensive capabilities while keeping all this defensive stuff makes her so clearly strong. And for me, I think that although we're not valuing tournament results too highly, the fact that we can see top 8s with 3 Asukas, like, yes, there are a couple specialists, and Tibetano has recently been like playing her on top of Claudio, but I think that just shows how effective the character is in so many different matchups in a first to 2 setting across different metas across the world. Like, I think she's so clearly in the top 5, if not top 2. That's up for debate, but
yeah, she's debatable top 1. And I think to just like round off, like, because we could talk about Asuka all day, but we have other characters to get to. One of her weaknesses was that she was really weak to side set right duck. Yeah. So she got up forward 1-2 to cover that for a lot of situations. For like example, like down back 3, up forward 1-2, running 1+, running forward 1 into up forward 1-2. Like it just hits you in the face and it knocks down. So that plus that being an SAT is just like a do everything move, right? Yeah. So she's one of the few characters that can do 3 SATs in a combo on purpose to like get the wall. Right. And she can loop installs, like knockdown. Every knockdown is like, oh, it's over for me. Like I gotta hold this up forward 1-2 or like duck it. But yeah, that move is crazy.
Yeah, I think I don't know many people who would disagree with the Asuka. Maybe it'll come to light as we add more characters, but now we have to fill out the rest of the top 5, and we know we're gonna be talking about Bryan, but it's not as easy for me to throw him in when I hear what other Bryan players say. So I'm curious about that. We have Bryan, we have Nina as potential top 5, in my opinion. I think Clive's in the conversation for top 5.
Clive is top 5. Free, bro. That Tekken, that shouldn't even be a Tekken character, fam.
I think like I want. Okay, well let's do Clive now. Let's do Clive now. Yeah,
bro, that's the GOAT. Not even just because
Clive
of like
is not playing the same game as me. Bro, it's so crazy.
You're a Tekken character.
I cannot believe he has a neutral skip stance that just hits you for full screen.
Let me say this: when you're playing like a Tekken character, bro, and like usually your control options come from one side and your mix-up options come from the other side, and you play around to move around the screen because you don't want to be mixed up or you don't want to be controlled, right? This motherfucker Clive just swings the sword and it covers left and right. He throws a spear in the ground and it covers left and right. And then when you aren't moving, hit the nitrous button. Hit the nitrous button. Heat mode. When you aren't moving, the down forward 1 is a 50-50. He does down forward 1-1 and dashes, and then you have to guess, and you're not moving. And then you can't even run away from him. Yeah, when you're out in neutral, you have to guess, but then he can just pull you in, pull his ass in.
He's very, very well rounded. He has some of the best panic tools in an everything parries weapons too. He has forward 3.
Yep.
Down forward 3. Yeah.
Can evade jabs, jumps over lows.
Jabs, evades lows. He has the best male sidestep in the game. He be moving like he's like Alisa. I swear to God. Yeah. His character is so hard to track unless you do 1+2. But guess what? Sorry, I'm thinking of Bryan. If you do like a homing move, but that shit will get parried. Like, come on, what am I mixing myself on offense for?
Yeah. So homing high, counter hit. Big counter hits really good. He even has a steel pedal. Down 1+2 is good, and down back 4 is good. They all track. When he's going to go for his bigger moves, they just track. Yeah. So you have to just stand there. It's so messed up. He's the GOAT for that.
I think that's easy. The only way Clive players really lose is getting outskilled in like the Tekken component of the game, where somebody is giving away their attack timings over and over, and you have to call out the Clive for that. And while also still being able to pressure his HP bar. It's one of the reasons I think we see like recently Low High succeeded against Crescent and it was still 2-1, but his ability to, place the counter hit, win a ton of damage, and then survive when Clive goes into heat mode and makes you guess over and over while still pressuring HP with like a few hatchets and down fours, I think is important because Clive's not a character you can keep swinging into. Clive's not a character you can sit still into. So I don't know if I'd place him third, but I think top 5 just because he's not playing the same game and he's not, even with the nerf to his guard break, he is not controllable and not like beat upable. Yeah.
He gets into heat very fucking easily, right?
Yeah.
A back
That was
2
crazy
hits,
too.
a 1+2 hits.
Clive
he doesn't
does mad damage only with Zantetsuken, but he doesn't normally do that much damage. But when I'm fighting Bryan as Clive, I feel like I can get hit by Bryan 3 good times because I'm healing when I'm fighting with Clive.
Yeah.
He's got the flame move that just heal him.
Yeah, this move heals.
For Bryan, I feel like, actually, I can fight Bryan here. Even if he punches me once, he turned into a sphere well-rounded my ass, bro. Like, the heat smash is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, I said all I needed to say.
Yeah.
That's he's the GOAT for that. That's OP as hell.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
strong.
If we were to fill out the rest of the top 5, I think there's a lot of contenders here. I think we've heard Claudio. Arslan Ash insists Bryan is top 1. I don't know if I could put King up there in good conscience, but he's in contention for me.
I just hate King, bro. I just had to.
I think Nina goes up there before anyone.
Yeah, Nina, and then I want to say Heihachi too, just by what Warrior Instinct does, but it's not a confident placement for me yet. But I do think Nina still super excels. Let's just cover Nina while we're here.
Let's bring Law to the front real quick.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Bring Law next to Heihachi, no cap.
I think Nina is anybody who's fought against Nina knows how annoying it is. Every situation gives her like continuous advantage. If you decide to challenge at the wrong time, it's usually a counter hit launch. They changed one of them, like the down forward 1-2 1+2 that ends in the blonde bomb. That's not a counter hit launcher anymore, but still she's constantly putting you in situations, and like the only weakness is like, again, that Tekken thing where like she's giving away her timings over and over to try to control you. But that's almost like a skill thing, right? If you're good enough to not die while attacking a lot, then you're just always in control, always at advantage. And I think Nina, even though she's not as good as she was in season 1, is still pretty strong. And Arslan is still succeeding so much with her, you know? Like I think that there's the tournament results to back it up too.
Yeah.
So I don't have much to add about Nina.
She falls under the thing that I was talking about earlier, where they have like that, the moves do what they want to do, and like it doesn't matter who's using it. Like down forward 1-2, back 2-2, right? Side step 1 into mix, and she got a lot of crouch dash transitions off of like down 2, side step 1, and now she can do the running 1+2 off of that. Obviously, there's a mix there, but like being able to just get more offense going and having so much control while having some of like the best punishment in the game, like her while sitting 1+2 in heat does like 56 damage without the combo afterwards. And why do I know the exact number? Anyway, but 55. But yeah,
I also think that something underutilized we might see Arslan use more, since he fought the Nina mirror in the Middle East, is like Hayashida step. How it has like that auto block like midway through the animation, how it can evade mids. What is it? She gets while standing too. I don't even know how to do it like this. Anyways, she has this and the side step too.
That makes the matchup so annoying. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
she crushes my forward 3, back 1, everything. Like,
but yeah, I think Nina is strong top 5, and I don't think many people would debate that. Even with the nerfs, she's still so good. She's probably a bit harder to work with the health nerfs, but yeah, still super strong. But the 5th place spot is hard for me.
You have to, in good conscience, put Bryan there, I think.
Yeah.
I could talk about how broken his character is, but for the most part, the things that make this character really stupid now, compared to like 7 and season 1, is not the damage or the taunt, but the fact that he has option coverage with 4-2-1-2. This is like the biggest problem, I think. Like when he's in heat or he has install, right? And it's really easy to get install if you hit power crush, which he shouldn't have. It's minus 13.
So good,
it's broken. It gives you snake eyes. afterwards. And forward 2-1-2 at every single situation where it's like +5 or +4, so like back 1 or hatchet or QC back 1 at the wall, forward 2-1-2 tracks both ways, and it frame traps also. So the best thing you can do is like block it out, and then you're left at -2 again. So like it's a very egregious move for someone like Bryan, who isn't supposed to stick to you when he's running his offense, right? He's supposed to be able to like work as a Tekken character where either you're frame trapping or you're tracking, right? But he got a move that covers both. It's like similar to Asuka, a forward 1-2 in a sense, right? Where it makes your offense very easy. And it gets boring to do, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, that is the main thing. And Snake Eyes parry and armor move, those are the biggest things that make this character so broken, on top of his already like his design that he's always had. Because he's always one-shot you, he's always, you know, taunt Oki at the wall, right? He got a new move in QC back 1 in Tekken
this
8,
move is insane, yeah.
and it's like a neutral skip electric, right? Bryan electric, that it doesn't give you a guaranteed follow-up anymore, but it controls the screen so much. People have to be so wary of it, similarly to like how you feel when you're like walking up to a Kazuya, right? It's like you have to be scared. So those are the main things I think about Bryan that make him so strong. And in a meta where he has like 200 health, he gets to play the turtle T7 game plan pretty well. And that's just more chances for you to get counter hit.
Yeah, eating a ton of damage while you find what your opponent wants to do, and all it takes is one of these. All it takes is one of these, or forward 3. Like the fact that I think some of his other stuff still kept the same properties of before while he gained this, and the Snake Eyes to like deal with people who are trying to deal with QCB1. I think it has added up to a ton of strength. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the main things. I think if they were to tone him down, I know we're not talking about nerfs or anything like that, but like that forward 2-1-2 Snake Eyes parry, those are the two main things that make him so broken.
This thing,
and QC back 1. Yeah, that thing makes people second guess on their +9.
Yep.
Like, why? like, oh, I just did heat smash, I should probably block here.
Swear if Bryan didn't have taunt, none of that would be that scary, fam. Because when you talking about when you back ones at the wall and you don't want to move to the forward 2-1-2, I gotta let him do like a little feint with the knee. Like I feel like I'm about to die there. Like that's
don't worry about that. That's high level. Okay, don't worry about all that.
You didn't even talk about all the guaranteed taunt setups he did.
Don't worry about that. Whoa.
To play devil's advocate, I will say,
that's so OP.
I would rather Bryan loses this stuff first before the taunt stuff. Again, in the spirit of like he's had it before. It's
taunt heat smash.
It's a very taunt heat smash should probably go though. This is
I mean, I'm sure everybody knows that watches this video. I can't believe PDX missed.
I did it. I got
link, but you know, he is an Octus player. But he has a bufferable taunt follow up.
Yeah,
and it doesn't matter how good you are at Bryan, as long as you get the taunt to connect, it's so easy to get this 55 damage. Either they need to make it a real thing, or make or make heat smash like I-17, so it's just not possible.
Yeah.
Right. Or like I-18 or something. But this has been the craziest thing ever.
Yeah, taunt heat smash is way too easy to do for
breaks the floor.
Yeah. So I think this is a pretty solid top 5. As we fill out the rest of top 10, I bet we'll figure out more. But that I can feel pretty good about this, and I think the ordering is decent. I think like you could flex Bryan and Nina based on whether you're fighting in a meta where people have like say better defense or are depend like a European meta versus a Korean meta, more aggressive RPS versus like movement and like control. But I think that top 3 looks pretty good to me. I bet I bet if more people dug into Clive and were able to kind of put up with kind of how dry he is to pilot, he is so insanely strong. I think Chikrin, at least from my following, like seems to lean towards the Clive. We do see the Lili still pretty often, but I think Clive is just he's head and shoulders above the characters that are not Anna and Asuka. So
yeah.
All right. Top 10.
Top 10.
Should we just start with Heihachi?
Heihachi needs to go in there, bro.
Heihachi. Yeah.
Law needs to go in there too, and Armor King.
Heihachi, Law, Armor King. All right, let's talk Heihachi first. I think that the easy one to get out of the way is that Warrior Instinct is not real. He turns into an arcade mode character.
To win a round for free, fam. I would like.
Get ready for the next battle.
What is
I don't know
that?
why. It feels similarly to like Paul T7 having the only rage art cancel. Heihachi's the only person in this game that can turn into a different character.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, like it's crazy. Like we're always gonna, like most likely, if you're around the same like skill level, we're gonna go final round anyway, right?
Yeah.
And if you're not getting the final round as Heihachi, you probably won the game. So like, why does he get rewarded with this Warrior's Instinct?
For people who don't know, let's review what Warrior Instinct lets him get, right? So like the main one I can think of right away is just he deletes more gray health in combos. Also, he gets this as a launcher, but
no, he gets a 4-1+2 and the down forward 2-1 as a combo. That's a 12 frame punish on everybody. Just straight up combo.
yeah.
He also gets his rage drive back.
That's that on forward 4, right?
Two,
Also,
one counter
on
hit.
crouch.
This one, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yo.
The health suite becomes
this NCC?
the single health suite becomes -14 too.
Oh my god, it's guaranteed.
Yes.
Yeah, it's his race drive.
And then yeah, the non-stagger hell sweep is the one I run into the most. Yeah, like
That is the biggest one. Like Heihachi gets a low.
yeah.
Oh my goodness, fam. That's a
keep
counter
going.
hit launcher. And then the low is the mix-up, bro. And then no one talks about this, but that mid from Heihachi, the Hell Sweet mid, that's confirmable, fam.
You can see it hit and then do the
You can like see, yeah, you can delay
You can
the
delay
last
the
hit.
second 4.
Oh my goodness, that shit is so cheap.
Oh my god.
And 1+2 just becomes like the ultimate, like, oh. Show what that looks like on hit. Oh, and do 1+2 with this. Like everything he hits you with, just you get 4-4-2 after.
He's literally an arcade mode character, yeah.
Yes. Like, why does he get patch notes mid round?
This is the nerf,
Whoa.
the nerf
In 4-4-3?
version of it, by the way. This is them like, okay, we know this is a little bit unbalanced. We'll nerf 1+2 and forward 2 and leave everything else.
But yeah, I think
yeah.
the
Let me show you the last two things. The
yeah.
stance, forward 4 and the stance 2. Hold down. That becomes like safe. Like I don't even know if he goes.
Yeah,
plus,
the stance 2 becomes safe. The rage, the other
-3?
stance, the
Forward
other
3
stance where you're
forward.
guessing after heat smash, the mid becomes safe. Like it's crazy.
how do we do Raijin?
Yeah, do forward 3+4 and do 1.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah,
becomes
bro.
safe.
And he can hell sweep from that stance too, fam. Like you just turn into a gorilla. Like,
Oh, brother.
like I don't.
It's so broken.
While still
Alright, outside
having
of Warrior Instinct,
electric.
though,
This
what
button.
makes Heihachi so strong?
His damage. Damage is also very high.
He's in the
Down
one-shot
forward heals
archetype,
him.
right?
Yeah, he's sort of like Bryan, but the threatening from like the low. He can't go as low as literally as Bryan can. But man, that like one round he gets just gives him so much information. Like he can, even if he dies with that Warrior Instinct, he got so much info on how you want to react that like he can just kill you afterwards. That's
Yeah.
so OP.
I think
He has
the
auto neutral with down forward 1 too. Also,
That's the best
is
Mishi.
so- that is the best button in the game. I don't give a fuck. This is one of like the best buttons in the game. Can you blue spark? That's
One.
can I blue start? Jesus. There we go.
That down for one.
You never wanted to like just do this to somebody. You like, like.
You know, now that I think
There
about
is
it.
counterplay, but like the fact that he just gets that off of like a 13 frame mid and it heals him
Yeah.
is crazy. And it's natural too. Like, what are we doing? It's the most brain dead move in the game. Probably not most broken, but it's definitely one of the most brain dead moves in the game.
There's a lot of brain dead moves in the game, bro.
Yeah,
We gotta
yeah.
be real on that one. We didn't even
There
talk
is.
about Claudio DP.
Yeah, we got a lot to get through.
But yeah, I think
but
the other thing you guys
overall-
have told me about Heihachi too is that it's kind of the Bryan thing where you have 200 HP, you give it to somebody who has good defense, who has a good electric like Kunon's, right? And all of a sudden you're constantly swinging into a dude who can two-shot you and gets a free round, right? So free round off, when he activates Warrior Instinct, losing with Warrior Instinct is
electric, by the way.
special skill. So, but yeah, I think that Heihachi probably has the thing where he's a Mishima, so it's not the type of character anybody can pick up and just be like, yeah, I'm a Mishima player. I can do everything I need to do and flow state exactly when I need to in tournament. But from a like conceptual level, if the world had more Mishima players, I bet we would see more Heihachi. I'm curious why Keisuke doesn't play
in a tag 2 era.
Yeah.
Like where everyone's maining Mishimas because they're a top tier.
Yeah.
Like we would just see Heihachi mirrors over and over.
Yeah. So I think he's up there, probably held back a bit by difficulty, which is why I think if we're gonna add in Claudio, now is a good time.
Put him before Heihachi for sure.
Yeah. I think Heihachi is a bit gated by the difficulty thing. Again, we do consider like ideal character strength, but if we're talking about first to 2 in tournament strength as well, is something we have to consider. And I think Claudio has the ease of use of an Anna and an Asuka, but for the reasons that we talked about, these top 5 shine above him. But I think he's like right up there. He's been dominant for 2 seasons.
Yeah. Claudio.
You could have him top 5 too. I wouldn't even be mad.
Yeah.
Put him in there instead of Bryan. I'm like, that's fair, bro. Claudio is like the character I'd recommend someone would play if they're coming to Tekken and they play 2D characters. Like it would make Tekken make sense.
There's
honestly
2 moves with Claudio that make him so crazy. You could go on, but down back 1+2 in Starburst or Heat is the main one.
Yep.
But up forward 2 being added is
season 2 change.
so crazy.
And 4-4-3 to that was cheap.
Yeah,
Season
they
2
nerfed
this, and then
4-4-2,
this.
yeah. Those were some of the craziest changes. You got a guard break. I think all guard breaks in the game should disappear, but and I have one too, but it's an unnecessary 50-50, bro. But up forward 2 is like a plus frame mid-range move that's getting you a heating gauge, clipping backdashes, and also a mix for running too. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm sorry, Bryan said all guard breaks disappeared. He made Bryan. I'm sorry.
I have a guard break, but I've practiced 2K hours for that shit. I say forward 3-2, and you think we got the same skill level? Like, no, I'm not gonna crash out, bro.
The other thing about
relax.
4-4-3-2 that's dumb is it's not a traditional guard break. Like, it's not the same one where you just charge it all the way or you just kind of stop. He has like what I think like
multiple charges,
3 to 4 to 5 total charge levels of different lengths. So like even a good defender is guessing because they might step and Claudio does the max delay and it still catches you. So it's max delay before the guard break, right? So this is super cheap, and even though the reward is a bit nerfed, it's still wall splats. So
bro.
You get 4-3.
Yeah. I also think like
You don't get the heating gauger off of it. You don't get.
no,
you don't.
Doesn't.
not anymore.
It got nerfed. It got nerfed.
Not anymore. Only plus 12. But they
Thank
what?
the Lord.
And then this is before you even go through like the Claudio moves he had before that were obnoxious. Like back 4-2 coming out. Like the way Claudio's kit works, it feels like he's designed to catch like your Korean backdash. Like these like medium speed moves that come out mid and are super high reward. Like 17 frames feels like that magic number. Back 4-2, DP, the forward 1+2, whiff punish. Like
Dude,
Claudio
I hate this move. I swear they only aim to hit you for your backdash. Like this move was designed for that. There's no Claudio that's like, oh, he's gonna duck right now. Let me do this move. Like they're like, oh, I hope this hits. Like every single time. He also has like a super easy time getting into heat because of back 3-3 counter hit being -10 now instead of -12, and then he has the up forward 2, right? We talked about that already.
You said back 3-3 for getting into heat?
Yeah, on counter hit, the second hit.
Let's see. He gets 3-2.
2 is so good, bro.
3-2.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Why is it -10?
Yeah. So you can just keep
Every
doing
move
this.
he does stops the game. Like I have to just hold that.
Yeah, he don't even got that long of a move list, fam.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's
you
like
got,
50
9
moves of just like, fuck you. Like
He got 50 moves of steroids, like just like.
And
what-
this is
what
only
bullshit should I pull
-1,
up?
so he can still
Yeah.
play the game after like after getting in with an unparryable
forward
move.
4 is a key move for Claudio for just skipping neutral. You know.
he doesn't have anything after his jabs, but his jabs tracking both ways really like gets me so annoyed.
Yeah.
Like I know he's got 1-2, and you gotta step back 3. Also, down forward 3 is a super easy hit confirm.
No heat smash. How can
Like
I
that's like
forget?
some Street Fighter 5 shit.
Yeah.
Like anybody can press that.
Yeah, with
They
a
gave
bit,
a
if you're
character
new
that-
to the game, this is still a very approachable hit confirm to learn. Like, and it's so valuable because like, you just start throwing out this fast mid, and if it hits, it's suddenly a wall splat from downtown. Like,
They gave a character that forces you to block and give up all control a low heat smash.
yeah,
They're
knew what they were doing.
So smart. They know what they're doing. Like,
That's
holy
cheap as hell. Claudio's mids are crazy because who just ducking versus Claudio, fam?
SAT.
Like,
Yeah, his combos are OD, like 2-1-2 in combos.
Yeah.
Oh,
he has a
and
lot
then
of like Tekken tools too. That
He
are,
has
like,
the install
generic.
too, right?
Yeah,
Him
13
and
frame poke?
Asuka-
with extension that's unparryable. Like, okay, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Him
think-
and Asuka loop the fucking installs a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, they
And
do.
he gets
They
install
do.
after rage art, so you could get
saw
him
that, right?
to the last bit and almost have him kill the rage arts you. Now you have to deal with this one more time.
That lost what's his name? Who's that goated Steve player that we be watching?
Newmon.
Newman,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Mogul versus Newman at UWC.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, he still has Starburst after Rage Art.
He got
don't
it.
worry. And he got DP'd. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I
we
think
didn't talk about down back 2 yet. Oh my god.
yeah, and for people who can't or like people talk about Claudio, like the rare Claudio downplay comes through that his like buttons are slower, right? But the whole reason he has slow buttons is because yeah, you know that exists. Like sidestep 4 is such a slow low, you know.
I'm gonna
But
start saying that Bryan's slow.
the reason that exists is because he stops you from pressing into him with all of these buttons. So you know,
It's -12.
yeah, you know, it's not me downplaying. It's not me.
Man,
I'm
who
just
you angry
reporting.
at? Who you angry at, Landon?
I'm not mad at anybody. It's just
relax.
So yeah, Claudio, I think ridiculous. And honestly, now that we've gone through it, I could see the argument for him to go into top 5 just because of ease of use.
I
But,
think
yeah.
For the most part, like the set 4 is always going to be Anna, Asuka, Nina, Bryan,
Yeah,
and then Clive and Claudio kind of do similar things, but Clive is just not Tekken. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, that dude Clive, like that's way too good of
Yeah.
like a Tekken character to not be top 5, bruh.
yeah.
Like-
So Claudio 6 is egregious. Put Bryan down one. Bro.
put Bryan
Come
down
on,
one.
man. I'm just kidding, but
We can
I know
leave.
the
We can
YouTube
even say
comments we're gonna hate.
we can
but-
say top 4, and then the rest are for debate. But we'll go to that later. We have Law and Armor King. Let's start with Law because this
hell
character, I think this character is only slept on because people just don't see him or they don't fight him. But any Law, oh, look, I already have Law on the other side because I'm already mad. It's not even just Ninja Killer. It's not even just Mangja. Like this character really got this button, and I feel like that has made everything so annoying. Like I feel like I could deal with the nunchucks. I feel like I could deal with, you know, getting slid on over and over again. I can't do that. But this bringing it all together to me is still so egregious.
Yeah, it gets
Yo.
into heat very easily. A 4-3, 1-1-1 counter hit, back 1 counter hit.
Yo, this character has
This character is crazy.
I can't even lie, bro. I'm
Infinite
sorry.
money
but,
glitch, bro. That's so
Here's the ultimatum you're playing. When he gets really close to you, right? Every single move he has up close is like probably the highest reward you could possibly get. It's Dragon Hammer, down forward 2, and he does mad damage off down forward 2 now with combos.
Yeah.
Like he's reaching 90 every single time.
And he's
Or at least
refilling
80.
his heat bar, bro. And
Yeah, down forward 2 is a heat engager. Stay woke. That's a heat engager, fam. Like you land that, you're getting. You might as well activate, fam. It's rarely, but like really, what's dumb is like The 1-1-1 is gonna counter hit, heat dash. Back 1-2-2 is one of the most OP heat dashes in the game. Like in the game. That's OP. That does so much damage.
It does so much damage. I think another thing is he benefits really well off of the SAT thing, where like we said about Asuka, where they do like 3 SATs on purpose to like get the law. Law is the character I see do it the most, right?
Yeah.
Like all of us here have fought Ninja Killer.
Yeah.
Like the characters, combos,
down 4-1-2.
so far. Yeah.
And you do 4-4-4.
Oh yeah.
Same thing. It's so OP.
Yeah, he still has.
It's mainly sidestep 3 counter hit launch.
Oh my god.
1+2 counter hit launch. 1+2 normal hit launch. Like you don't want to move when he gets really close to you.
So crazy.
Because like. But you have to move around the threats, right? Like Dragon Hammer, and then like you want to move around back 1. But you want to move around and avoid back 1. You're gonna run into 1+2.
Yep.
4 down, 4-2, and he does a lot of combo damage. The only thing is like his hitboxes can be weird up close, like when he's fighting like something like that. But there's not a matchup he can't play into. It's just like
he's like a
not
beefed
extreme.
up normal Tekken character, right?
Yeah.
Like a normal Tekken character, they gave a weapon. And they gave a dumb mechanic in SAT and just heat regen. So like while fighting him in neutral doesn't feel too different besides like nunchuck. And usually they don't do it unless they have heat. But he gets into the T8 mechanics very well, and he's already a rushdown character with DSS and 174 being plus. So he benefits off of the system really, really well.
100%, bro. Like the low is good. He's just good. He's just hella good. He's so solid. Of like he's honestly super like. Now that's a well-rounded Tekken character because he feels like he can play into any matchup, like very well.
I think the only thing that doesn't make Law like top 5 is that you have to be good at Tekken.
Yeah.
Right? That is literally the only thing that makes him not top 5. Like the only Law that gives everybody problems in A is JJ and Ninja Killer. And Landon when he like feels like it. Like that's
Landon feels like giving us trouble, yeah.
Very big, feels like it. So
I really feel like it. I dropped a guide for Law on Tekken Dots. Go look at that shit right now.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Plug that Tekken Docs guide for real.
Nah, don't see that.
Yeah, I think it's like you said, Law. Like you have to be able to play Tekken to use him, compared to say like an Asuka, where you could fight an Asuka who doesn't really know what's happening as much and still take it as seriously as a tournament match against like a very, very high level player in a 1-2 setting, anyways. I think, just as a note, I do think Steve Law feels pretty good for Steve just because that weave gets around everything. But I would agree otherwise that like it feels like his matchup spread. I can't think of anything that stands out as like, oh wow, this is impossible to play. Law Alisa sucks?
No.
Woman.
No, it's not that bad.
Woman.
It's not that bad.
He's got the nunchuck for AOP. He's got like he
Oh my god.
Alisa. Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, I think that addition does so much. And just like when you're moving around a Law in Heat, before like he would clip you with DF2, you know, if you're just moving around. Or a Dragon Hammer if you did like move in a button. But now if you move at the wrong time, this thing puts you in the air, right? So
yo, I should, but 4-4-3, bro, you can't like zone Law anymore to the up forward 2 and 4-4-3. That 4-4-3 hitbox is really fat. And it's like really good for a grounded hit too. Like you actually can't like zone Law like that anymore. Like that's how I feel.
Yeah, because of the nunchuck and
so
FF3.
this character like the perfect Tekken character. Like okay, he's like super. It's so hard for me to like not want to play him now because he's just so good.
I don't think we can finish the top 10 without talking about the two kings.
It's hard because without talking about like Alisa is weird too.
God. Yeah. This top 10 about to be a top 20.
She has like almost no representation in like the TWT and like top 30. Like nobody plays this character and nobody switches to this character.
Yeah.
But on paper, she is a top 5 character. But
Mhm.
why is she not picked? It's not an ease of use thing because obviously she's so easy to play. But that's why like the rest of the top 10 is really debatable.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of people say that there's 20 characters in top 10 because you could just argue, oh, but Hwoarang and Heat, but Dragunov 121,
Yeah.
but Feng Wei, but
It suddenly
you
gets
know,
really ugly.
It gets very hard.
We haven't even talked about Paul. We haven't talked about Lee. You know, like
Yeah. So who do you guys think is going to be
Still
8
no
and
Lili,
9 and 10?
yeah. So I mean, top 10 might have to expand because I agree with you. It's like we started talking about Heat State and these other characters, and suddenly it blew up. You know,
We can put Lili down, I think.
yeah. That's what I like to
Downplaying your
hear.
character. You can put Feng down.
I do think
might
Lily's
have to
really
do
good. I
top
think Fang is up for
15.
debate. But well, let me clean this up a bit. The characters that are in contention, like we want to look at for top 10, were the Kings, Alisa, Dragunov, Hwoarang. I think Paul is still really, really good, but probably too hard to use to see super frequently. Although Hexmark is going to be playing him, right?
Yeah, if you win any games Hexmark, your character is going in S tier or top 10.
Yeah. If Hexmark puts in a really good performance, it's gonna
His
be.
fall is crazy, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm excited to watch that.
I did not go in, bro.
You're about to buff Miary stance, and I don't know it, bro.
Why is it green?
Give me a second.
No, I'm talking about like why is the copy pasted part green?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's because I. Oh, it's
like
because
colorblind mode.
I don't know. Anyways, it's temporary. It's temporary. All right.
Sorry,
The point
sorry.
is, we want to
He's a
see
YouTuber.
like characters that we want to fill out this top 10, but there are so many that could go there, and we might even need to make it bigger. I still think Lili is really good. I still think Kazuya is good, but is really hard to make work. I don't know about the rest of these characters. Lydia, we haven't talked about Lydia.
Lydia is so
Eddy?
easy.
It's so like, see, you like it's
The
making
lines become
it's kind
blurry,
of hard.
Yeah,
you know,
'Cause,
like, at this point.
this
the
is where
top
it gets
10
crazy,
is
right?
Really easy, I think. Or like top
Yeah.
8 or
Yeah,
top 5. I don't
Yeah,
know.
so I guess the big question is, do these 8 characters stand out from the rest? Or did it start getting blurry around like Law Heihachi?
I think the
Armor
top
King
6
might be top
is
10, bro.
Yeah,
top
That's
6 is the
because-
definitive.
top 6 for sure with Claudio.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Heihachi is so good, man. But I think you might be right. I think if you were to airdrop somebody into a Tekken tournament and they had to only pick this top 6 characters, it might just be these 6.
Yeah, this is like undebatable, I think.
Yeah.
Like these top 6 characters. And then let's be real, tier lists are opinionated, right? So
Yeah.
it depends on who we fight. And we're in NA, so we fight kings.
Yeah.
Other places, they're saying like, yo, you guys don't know nothing about Azucena. You guys don't know nothing about Li Chaolan.
That's
Like
true.
Europe has 5 Li Chaolans at God 2.
Yeah.
Like, so it is opinionated. So the top 6 is definitely defined.
Yeah.
Because everyone can play them except for Bryan. And yeah, they're all egregious.
Yeah, I think we can probably agree there, because as soon as we started trying to get past Claudio and Heihachi, then it was like, okay, Law and these guys, you know? So I think I agree. Top 6 for sure, and then the rest, and then there may be a tier lower where we like separate that. But let's go briefly through these characters that we were even going to argue about in the first place, right? Like, so in NA, we fight a ton of King. We talked about King a bunch in that separate podcast episode, but I think the fact that Book picked him up recently, right? And was doing pretty well. I think the fact that King is
Oh my God, King, bro.
you want to take over? I was gonna say
My goodness, bro.
muscle armor, down forward 2-1, and shove alone do so much. Like how I think of Steve, like fast control and counter hit threats. I think King just does it better at this current meta of the game, with the fact that he has muscle armor too. And this
character is low key a Mishima, bro.
what?
You say what? But I can wave dash, and I'm trying to counter hit CD4, and if I land a CD4, that's the round.
chill. No one be using CD4 unless they're in.
Bro, you get a guaranteed stagger kick after that, fam.
Okay, so he has insane punishment on standing for the most part. He has really, really good whiff punishment in like 4-2-1, back 1-2. Like, it's crazy. He can open up anybody in the world with chain grab or throw mix up because he has, you know, the king wrestling stuff or grappling stuff. I don't watch that shit. And the only slight weakness I can imagine is like he doesn't have the greatest tracking.
Yeah.
In like his key moves, but that does not matter at the highest level when you're realigning and you have homing moves and you have, you know, timings and stuff. So he can kill you on both ends, right? Defensively with armor, muscle armor, shove, down for a 2, and when you're trying to defend against him, you cannot sit still and let King just throw mix you or chain grab you because it's over. Like, nobody is chilling when the time is going down 3 seconds or like 5 seconds left and the King is in a comeback situation. It's still a 50-50 on whose round it is. Like, it's so cooked, you know.
Be honest. Can I be honest? Because I played King because I wanted to see if this was true. That character King, if you can't avoid his bids with either some type of domain expansion playstyle or like
Link Xiayou,
like Xiayou,
you're gonna die.
Yeah,
like you're not surviving. But when I was like, dude, I feel like God. Yeah. Until I ran into Nina. Nina like just sent me to the fucking back rooms. That was awful.
Yeah.
It takes a top tier to take down another, right?
I see why King gets like. This is what I was saying before, because it also depends about like tournament pick rate or win rate. Because like if he's running into Alisa, or he would have like ran like one TNS by now, and then like a Teef keeps having to play Dragunov in the Nina. So I imagine if a King ran into a Nina, like that's real life.
The kryptonite matchup.
She's top 5, right? So
I think to complement all these like strong counter hit buttons, like muscle armor, down forward 2, shove. Also, like this is pretty underrated. Like single backdash and Jaguar step back.
King players don't need
that shit is so good. That shit is so good.
These two things alone cover all the movement you need. He can jump over. It's like Steve's over here, but he jumps. You know, like
he has a safe backswing.
Can you do Jaguar step 2 into down 1+4 one time?
Jaguar step 2 into down. Oh yeah. Oh
down 1+4.
Can I do it forward?
Just one time.
Yeah, you do it.
Yeah, do it forward.
Oh, yeah. You can do it forward too. Yeah.
The pedigree.
There's so much for Tone to say. I fight a King every week.
And then
at the tournament,
Jaguar Sprint is one of like I think the few remaining like looping season 2 50/50s where like
why can he do heat smash from this, and he has an unseeable low that knocks down, and when he does like I can't remember what transitions it is, but he gets stronger the longer he runs, right?
Yeah.
So his moves charge up. So his low knocks down instead of just leaves you standing.
Just do back at the wall.
But there's like heat smash lets you instantly charge everything.
Yeah.
And it's just super egregious. He has plus options. He has mid knockdown options. He has a grab you have to react to. He has the low that's just gonna hit you for hella damage.
And because he's armored, he just runs at you.
You can jab him, but the best you're gonna get is just jabbing him.
Yeah.
Out of it.
You're mixing like crouch dash, like any crouch dash at you. Because I said like when he crouch dashes, you just pray. Because crouch dash muscle buster is broken.
Yeah.
I did not muscle buster.
Like you can even do that. That's OP too. That's
while standing 1+. Was it while standing 1+2?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's good. That's good as a. I think
people ducking your throws.
Good in like a Mishima.
But yeah, so I think King
we can go on about King.
Yeah, we can go on about King. He satisfies, I think, the Claudio thing where he's like, I don't think he's super complicated to pilot outside of maybe if you're doing high execution stuff like the
dude in chat
wave dash
saying show the wall combo OG.
The wall combo.
Talk about that.
Yeah, we talked about the Jaguar run, right? Already.
Yeah,
so
the 3-2-2.
Yeah.
I didn't show the exact visual, but it was the idea of 3-2-2.
We all have nightmares of it. Yeah. We don't gotta scar anybody.
You could just watch any King player, bro. They be doing it.
Yeah. And then
I got
I think
the bag
he
for
goes
that.
in next.
While we're talking, we were talking about Armor King, and I think this is one that will probably surprise people the most, is that when Armor King first came out, people were always talking about, like, oh, his tracking is really not that good. It feels like he's poking again. It feels like very normal Tekken.
Bro.
That was kind of the discourse at the time.
I think everybody in the world has at one point, if they've touched Armor King, they've been like, yo, my Armor King cold.
Yeah.
Like everybody that picks him up is automatically God too.
Yeah.
Like it's so
hate Armor
crazy.
King more than King, actually.
Yeah. What I would say to that, to people who like were initially downplaying Armor King, is what it's turned out to be.
The game even froze.
The game did freeze, bro. Oh no, we're back. I think the skill in learning Armor King early on is learning to get out of Armor King's way. Like, you're not in here trying to specifically land your throw. You're not in here specifically trying to land your down forward 2 counter hit. It's that you can pick a button and it's probably going to be good.
He has everything.
Just pick a button out of a hat. Don't get married to one button, you know? Like,
he has counter hit game. He has spacing control. He has some of the best lows in like sidestep 2, down
This
3.
is ridiculous.
He has
bro.
some of the best whiff punishment because he has an electric,
This button,
the
bro.
windy.
While standing 2 is ridiculous. 12
He
frames.
has King's chain throws. He's crazy. He has
You can
everything.
play Tekken. This character is broken. Kind of like Law. Him and Law are like so OP if you can play Tekken really well. Just like his hurt box lets him like move around. His movement is super good.
Yeah.
And his like 4-4-2 encounter is really good. So like he can play timing games pretty well. And then when he's ready to finally play offense, like you gotta guess between like a king throw. Like this dude came to win.
Yeah.
Like all Tekken 8, he was like, I
He
need
came
like
to win the
30
Iron Fist tournament.
Yes.
This character has an imported T7 backdash. Like no one talks about that.
Yeah.
PDA, show off your backdash. I know you want to do it. But like,
I think that was another missing factor too when people were initially like saying he doesn't seem that egregious, is that his movement is pretty crazy. He's reliably getting around things. So like I think that's why like Ty's been enjoying him a lot, right? Like he can play a movement,
backdash.
backdash, and counter hit style. Go ahead, Landon.
Glaciating too. Both of them are mad carried by that character. So like, I was playing Clive earlier, so I can't really front on that one.
Armor King feels like the character that you pick to beat the top row. Like,
yeah, you need to breathe in this game.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it feels nice to be able to move around.
Yeah. So I think to Armor King's credit, he doesn't feel as like season 2 flavor of Brain Dead. You know what I mean? Where it was like, you pick Asuka, you know what you're gonna do. You pick Clive, you know what you're gonna do. You pick Anna, it's pretty obvious what to do. I think if you were to drop Armor King into a player's hands, there are ways to be confused, right? There are ways to be like, oh, should I be doing this? Should I be doing this? But as soon as you're on the right track of just like literally throw out a poke, just pick a poke, and then if they're turtling up, start grabbing them, maybe do some crouch dash moves, you know, move around a bit.
Character is so autoplay. He has a really dumb string too, 4-3-2.
I was gonna say, after you get around all of his like moves we've seen before, they gave him this string, which is where I think a lot of frustration comes from.
So cheap, son. Because
Cheap.
you try to avoid 4-4 neutral too, because you don't want to be sent to the Mickey Mouse clubhouse when he's in heat mode. And he just starts doing the janky ass string.
That string just like, there's a lot of moves in this game that auto space you, like push you back. So you have to play like a pushback mix up. Armor King does not have to. He does 4-3-2. The second hit probably is on block, and then he's like going into a mix up. So
This shit makes me sweat just thinking about it, bro.
He's
I
like-
hate Saga too.
he's like a character that has too many good buttons on the same character with good movement and just solid fundamental, you know, tools that he had from the last game. So just like a beefed up all-rounder.
Yeah. And I think
This
like,
feels like Tekken 5 Armor King, like if he was S tier.
yeah.
Go ahead, Fee.
If you were
Sorry,
trying
just-
to move around Armor King, usually, like a lot of people will tell you, like, you know, go right and it'll work in a lot of situations. And then they gave him forward 3-2, which tracks that way, like in particular. So as soon as you're feeling comfortable with moving around, he has this. And the annoying part about this string, if people haven't fought against it, is he can chain throw out of it. So he could do the 1+2 throw. He could do, how do you do the
1+4?
Yeah, so this is the chain throw versus the 1+2 throw. It looks the same.
Oh my god!
Why don't we just duck the throw, Fee?
I'm so glad you asked.
You could just do forward 3-2 into up forward 1, and it's +4, man.
Or I could just do this.
Yeah,
Oh
forward
my
3-2
God,
into crouch dash. Oh, nice.
One,
Man.
that Crash Bandicoot ass move has the wackest tracking, bruh. This would make them so cheap because they make all of Armor King's buttons fucking +3, and you got a sidestep block all the time, and then he get into heat mode, boom, giant swings homing. Like,
Yeah, 4, 3, 2, 1 counter hit launches on the last hit too. So if you try to interrupt them mixing your ass from an auto neutral string,
Yeah.
he gets a full combo. Nice.
Yeah. And the combo is
Only way to
not,
beat that.
particularly complicated. Oh.
Damn, Fee, that was almost
the only way to beat Armor King is you gotta meet up with him and you gotta die.
Yeah.
But like he's ready to do that. Like he's so built to do that. He came in full set of armor, fam.
I think that pretty much explains why Armor King is so strong.
Yeah. I think it made sense to put extra time into him because we've seen so little of him, right? But I'm actually curious if JDCR will pick him because I think that Armor King's robbery potential is so ridiculous. And like you could be playing so solid and the one time he decides to do some nonsense, he just hop kicks you or whatever. It's like, oh, of course. You know, why? How could I forget about that move while I was thinking about his like 150 other moves?
Yeah. So on one hand, I really hate fighting this character a lot. But if season 3 is like Miary and Armor King, I think the game is gonna have a pretty good lifespan. If they're gonna go with that design, that's a lot healthier than some other things. But sidestep 2 gotta go, bro.
Yeah.
Sidestep 2 need to be at least -13, or they just need to make it slower. I don't know.
It needs to be -13, bro. That has to go as like, bro. That's like, if he sidesteps. You can't like Bryan quarter circle back one him on the delay timing. You can't elect. I can't one him. If he sidesteps, I gotta commit to a big move.
And he really gets down.
Sidestep 4. Yes, he's too big to be moving like that and high crushing that much. And
is that armor like made out of plastic? How is he able to just?
I know
be
he
strong?
really.
He's just moving. Like,
I'm so mad at.
Sidestep 4 does
Get him
count.
off my screen, bro. Get him off my screen, bro. I can't.
Yeah, for people who aren't convinced, we'll do some Armor King ranked runs or something. But this character is a lot better than the initial discourse gave him credit for. So I think extra detail on the DLC characters makes sense. Go ahead.
All I'm gonna say is my Armor King is cold. Okay, my Armor King cold.
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna say.
I gotta fight you like your Armor King is cold. That's the problem. Like, oh god, that's so OP. I hate him more than King actually. Like he's actually King with good movement and like mids that can like. He's like feels like way more less risky King. I'm not gonna lie, but. It could be whatever. It's all opinion. All these characters are genetic freaks, bro.
Yeah. Let's look at everybody's favorite robot. I've been in the Infinite Tsukuyomi fighting Alisa every week in TNS, and I think while we were talking about how she's in contention for top 5, my head wants to tell me that she has like decent weaknesses, right? And I think the big one is that she does not have the same like explosiveness as like a Claudio in most situations, right? And I think I have to imagine, because you like you said, there's not a lot of Alisa representation. I have to imagine that the really good players are probably better at attacking into her without consistently exposing themselves to the way she would rob you.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that she makes some matchups feel unplayable. So like I play Steve. I think that as a control character, trying to control somebody who can move around everything feels bad. But what makes it worse now is the season 2 chainsaw mix-ups, and the fact that she can loop them over and over again and win a bunch of chip damage is what has tipped her over into a stronger state. So while I think we don't see a lot of her because she doesn't usually, what's my screen doing? She doesn't usually explode and like put you in horrible like a horrible combo for your life. She is constantly chipping you and making you guess over and over.
snowballing. She's a very snowball character.
She doesn't have to guess right on her chainsaws in order to like do what they need to do.
Yeah.
Like the fact that she's
Only
in
in
that
heat mode,
mode is already like
Yeah,
so bad.
heat mode
And, like,
chainsaw is really good, but outside of heat mode chainsaw, you can sort of like wait that shit out. I fight this shit like every day, bro. When she's like in outside of chainsaw, you really don't want to like get robbed on your own offense, but she's not as strong. I'm not really afraid of her rushing me down when she's not in chainsaw, like no Alisa player. But you like, you just gotta really pick your spots really hard, bro. What's gracious is she doesn't have counter hit launchers that are like in chainsaw. Like her chainsaw combos aren't like super like godlike, but she does have a down forward too. That's pretty good, but that's about it.
I think the main like counterplay against this is if you want to call it out, you have to like jab or power crush, right? But like the main risk of that is getting counter hit launched by this.
Yeah.
So
I choose not to interact and just.
Oh yeah, that's how could I forget that? Yeah, that's really really good. I'm not gonna lie, but I think players when they're just really used to like holding their timing more to fight Alisa. I think they just have a lot of good experience versus Alisa, and her playstyle isn't very like traditional or fitting. Like she's like Tekken 6 when they started to make the game a bit more anime with like Lars and Bob and stuff. So I mean, it's sort of like how like, people get turned off by Clive a bit, but I think she's really good, very simple, very easy to pick up and play, and very fun if you like that stuff.
Yeah, I guess where the reason I hesitate to throw her higher is the aura we talked about really comes from the fact that she can evade you, kind of like Lili, where it's like the aura is like, well, I can't swing super freely, but I also don't really die for it. And the pressure, I think, comes from the chainsaw defense, and good fighting game players will probably navigate that better. But outside of some unique problem matchups, I don't think she does it as insanely as the top 6 do, you know? So, but I hate this robot so much. Oh my god, she's ruining my life every week. I could have won 2 tournaments now, I think, if not for this robot.
Oh, don't even get me started on my robot that I hate, bro. I hate that. Jack is just...
Oh yeah,
we'll talk about it later.
I be getting washed by Jack, bro. Oh my god.
So are we set with this top 10/11 here?
I'm honestly thinking this top 10 is gonna become like top 20, because I don't think we can put Dragunov, Hwoarang, and Lidia and Eddy below this row visually and like put it on the internet. You know what I mean? Like, I think top 6 is where we had it solid, and this just might become a top 15, top 20.
Yeah.
Because we're already at 11. Let's try 15.
Well, Heihachi's like really good. Like, Reina's got a lot of versatility, but like, why do Reina players act like that when you say their character is good, bro? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, why do they get like that when you say she's good?
Yeah. I couldn't tell you, man.
They even gave her a low.
They did.
They gave her what they asked for. Why do they act like, no, she's still not good yet? They got what they asked for, didn't they?
Okay, so who do you guys think is next?
Well, Landon started talking about Reina. Why don't we see if Reina goes up there, or if we defer her for later?
Personally, I don't think so,
bro.
I think she's got versatility, but she's not as broken as she was when she first started in the game.
Yeah, I think Reina's really toxic, but if you can play good defense in general and be willing to not swing into her like really small hitbox and things like that, then it might be in the similar class of like Alisa, where she is like a bit harder to play obviously than Alisa, but she's a bit harder. She isn't nuking you unless she's electrocuting you or like crushing something, and like the stronger Tekken players know how to navigate that, right? While she still also demands like being able to move fluidly as a Mishima, like hit your electric, things like that.
This might be a common thing for all the rest of the cast, but a big thing for Reina is that she just sucks versus the other 10. Like, she can't fight King, she can't fight Bryan, she can't fight Nina and Anna. Like it's just
she's not too good at. It's very hard to fight
matchup spread.
That's the missing thing I wanted to say. Yeah, matchup spread. matchup spread is huge, and I think that's like the deciding factor. It's the reason why I rate Steve lower. Like I think Steve, the way he plays the game, I think the way Steve plays the game would normally put him in contention for top 6 if he had the same like matchup spread, right? Like I think the only reason Steve isn't higher on my personal list is because of like fighting Asuka, fighting Anna is a nightmare. Anyways, we're not talking about Steve. We're talking about Reina, and like you said, she can't fight King. Who else can she not fight?
She struggles against Bryan because of the nuke playstyle, and she takes a lot of risks.
Yeah.
She has to have better timing than him, but he has pokes. She doesn't.
Yeah.
Right. So
that's true.
Every Reina in the world is free. Sorry.
Yeah, and it's tough for me to immediately start agreeing with the Reina complainers because I think they are too big of a monolith to get credit. But in this case, I do have to agree. Yeah, like having less of a matchup spread in first to 2 tournament settings is a real liability. Yeah. But otherwise, this character is still crazy, and is like the fact that they saw a Mishima and decided to like intentionally fill in the weak points or the pain points, give her a hop kick, give her a down forward 1, give her a down forward 2, even though it's not like a fully classical down forward 2, is pretty crazy to me.
See, now because you did this, now every Reina's gonna say matchup spread issues, but she has matchup spread issues.
We started new Discord.
Matchup spread issues, bro.
No.
That character's good against every character that wants to pop. Reina
Can we
players
just
don't
delete
have
that
to
and
pop.
just put her like a little lower?
Oh,
Like,
we ruined it.
cooked.
We ruined it.
We're cooked.
We started new
So that's
Discord.
why I'm saying like we shouldn't talk about Reina. Like
Yeah,
who do we
yeah.
actually think like drag doesn't have matchup spread issues.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
we're
word
gonna
is a
talk about
fucking
characters that are
it's a curse word.
Oh, we
now.
created a buzzword.
Yeah, Bryan has matchup spread issues.
Already screenshotted and tweeted. It's over.
Matchup spread issues for Reina, bro. Bro, I got an issue when I'm in the Reina matchup, bro. I can't jab her, fam. She's too
Dragunov.
hard to.
Dragunov is everybody got a cold Dragunov.
I
Like
don't agree with that.
the character
But you have to play good Tekken versus. Sorry,
that
I'll
is
let you
true.
go.
He's one of the few characters who throws hands really well in this game, and you do have to be good with the character. Compared to season 1 where he was just top 1, right? Where
Yeah.
he had ignition switch and lower health damage. He had season 1 stuff. He still kept a lot of things, but lost like back 4-3 heat dash. And he got a shoulder one instead. So
Yeah.
whenever Dragunov has heat, which is not hard to get by the way, because he has 1-2-1, it's confirmable. And he can go into heat off of a 12 frame low block, right? The character kind of makes it so that you can't hit him anymore and you have to just succumb to his offense, right?
Yeah.
His full crouch low is really good. It's +7 into a 50. It used to be a shoulder. It used to be a sneak 4 or sneak 3 thing, right? And you would step the sneak 4 to the right and just get hit by the sneak 3. But now that they made a heat dash launcher, every single time you get hit by the sneak low, or that's not the sneak low, the full crouch low, sorry, you have to just hold that shoulder or you die, right? Or you're cooked.
Does the
right?
shoulder
Or
track
just
both
command
ways?
The shoulder tracks both ways at +7, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It's egregious. It used to be like the Fear of Silence thing where like, oh, no one's using the shoulder because it's not a heat move. Now everyone's doing
Now
the Fear of
everybody's doing
Silence.
yeah.
You know, like it's just
He
It's
invented that
crazy.
shit. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's a jump scare. Keep going, Tony. Sorry.
but yeah. So Dragunov already is a character who enforces like his small Tekken is really, really good. So like his jab is down forward 1. He has a homing low, right? So I don't want to talk about no tracking issues at all. Like the character
Yeah.
has a homing low,
He
right?
got down to like,
Right. So and like he just controls the screen really well. And what I talked about earlier was how much aura the character has, right? Anyone can stand there and 1-2-1.
Yeah.
Right. And the thing with 1-2-1 compared to like other G class is that it's a high mid, right? And it's
Yeah, that's insane.
-9. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I think 1-2-1 is like the thing that ties everything together with like the shoulder, because he wouldn't be able to get into heat if it wasn't for those two things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Before it was just like 1-2-1 or random back 4-3 in neutral. Now he's just going off of like, if you have good defense or a random read on a low, most lows are -12 or more, you're going into that shoulder, right? Like if it was like 14, for example, or 13, like most other characters, it wouldn't be as crazy. And his launches.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Now that I think about it, if we're talking about like actual like consistency in first or two, because of how easy he gets in the heat mode, this is like definitely the top 10 character, because he's like the introduction to throwing hands. And when you're fighting Dragunov and he does 1-2 or down forward 1, if you aren't playing clean, like he's gonna fuck you up like instantly. Like you just lose. Kind of. He just beats the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Especially with, he's got like cheap things with the tackle now from full crouch, like the unbreakable, or the side step 3+4. I mean, that can like catch you off guard randomly. Like Dragunov's got like robbery potential, like low key right there, and he can take away your gray health.
Pigeon roll.
So he seems like a very solid character, and he's not even too hard to pick up. He's like an introduction to throwing hands.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that
you want a little bit easier law. I think drag is like right there.
yeah. I would say compared to season 1, the health change probably makes the biggest difference, right? Like before, when down 2 really was like getting hit with 1 was very not negligible. You can ignore a few more of his hits and play like, especially if you're playing a counter hit character, but his overall like tool set coverage of the screen and of situations is still very strong. He just has to hit you more, which I think is a big reason for the meta shift. But yeah, he's still super good.
Yeah, I think also a lot of the top players now are able to do the full crouch low, not instantly, but like QCF into crouch, you know.
Yeah.
That low just puts him in such a crazy situation. So
Yeah.
he doesn't even need to worry about down 2 that much.
Let's talk about Hwoarang, because this is a hot button issue character, I think, ever since the main man made the Hwoarang video. And I think
he made a video.
I think Hwoarang went somewhat under the radar, and I also think so. I have two thoughts. I think the thing that makes Hwoarang annoying for most players is not why he's good at the pro level. And I think the things that have made him really good at the pro level are probably underrated at other levels of play, right? So the main things I'm thinking of are like things like counter hit 2 jab, right foot forward, down forward 3. Let me pull up the character, because this is going to be
Hwoarang's
notation.
heat mode is OP now.
Yeah.
Like Hwoarang's be thirsting. I'd be looking at a Hwoarang player trying to get into heat mode. He's got veins popping out of his eyes. Like they need it like crack. Like they go into heat mode. Like you can't. His jab will counter hit launch you, and his low will counter hit launch you, bro. They need that, and they love doing 4-4-3.
That's their dopamine. They play the character for that, and I think if the flappies get nerfed, you're gonna see a lot of Hwoarang players drop the character. Like
Yeah,
bro, he's the reason they took out key charge, fam.
Yeah,
he could key charge down back 4.
Somebody at
shit is
Bandai
so
got hit by a combo
OP.
drop into key charge flappy kicks, and they just nerfed the whole mechanic of doing key charge.
Yeah, they were like, we can't have that in the game.
We can't.
Especially
That's a
when you got
problem. No,
Just
that's a
frame
problem.
skyrocket.
They didn't think about who they're doing it on at all. But anyways, I think a big problem with Hwoarang is the heat, obviously. He gets into heat pretty easily off of RFF down forward 3, right? And for his pressure outside of heat, normally you have to block a ton anyway. But when he gets into heat, you have to block a ton while taking chip. And then he has a down forward 3+4 heat dash to cover any movement or any counterplay to a lot of his plus situations where you would try to escape, right? And then he has all those counter hit tools, the down back 4, he has the 2 jab, and that just makes it so that you have to block out his entire heat bar, right?
Yeah.
And not play the game while you're just eating all these mixes and all this chip. So very, very autoplay character when it comes to Heat, in my opinion.
And I think the season 2 editions have been also like honestly really really good. The fact that from right stance or right flamingo stance he can swap back to left stance and keep mix-ups going, and in Heat this is natural, right? So like if you're doing a bunch of stuff and you decide to flash duck or something, he cooks you there.
Because he has a hell sweep there.
Yeah.
So
Which
if you
wall
decide
splats
to duck
from
the hell sweep,
super far away. So
both of them wall splat by the way.
yeah. And then this move giving him access to left flamingo is so egregious.
That shit needs to be launch punishable. I'm not even fucking
Yeah,
around.
no, it really
Bro, I
does.
know you watching this.
Needs
That
to
needs to
stagger.
be launch.
Yep.
At least. At least, bro. That's too
Similarly
good.
to Law that I was talking about earlier, Hwoarang is one of those characters where you have to be kind of good at Tekken to play him, right? Which is why you won't see people that don't play Hwoarang just pick up Hwoarang.
Yeah.
Because one, he's hard to play Tekken with in general, but he's a super specialist character. So
Yeah.
you won't see him higher up on the tier list just because of those reasons. Like everyone else, you can kind of just, except for Bryan, pick up and play. And Law, right? Bryan, Law, Heihachi, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, that's why you won't see him higher.
Yeah. And I pretty much don't have anything to add except that the reason that you don't see, or that the reason that you have to be kind of good at Tekken at a pro level versus say like most online stuff is just like I think the defense against him and the neutral against him is pretty well understood at the highest level. Like even though he has that new low, which is ridiculous, like most people know how to navigate Hwoarang's, like whether he's starting the rush down or playing like his longer range options, that people know how to navigate that. So a lot of the stuff he does is not often free outside of, you know, this thing is so ridiculous. Down 3+4 is crazy. And then once he's in Heat, the control he gets off of threatening this is so insane. But yeah, like very, very strong, but a Tekken character and a specialist character. Otherwise, I think he would, yeah, based on power level and output, he belongs pretty high. But yeah, I think those two things are what's keeping him lower for sure.
If his 2 jab was a heat engager, he would be top 10 free.
Yeah.
like if he was
put
running
that
around
evil
like
in the
Anna
world,
with that
bro.
2 jab or something, if he'd gotten the heat mode any easier, that character would be demonic.
Yeah.
But anyway,
No, that's real. Yeah, so I think belongs in that higher spot, but can't go higher than that because of the specialization. So, for now, we'll do it like this, and I'm not gonna label it because we know that's trouble. Lydia, this character.
Matchup spread issues.
oh bro,
Lydia.
When you were talking about
for dropping the game, bro, because I would have lost my mind already.
to pick up, honestly.
Lydia is the neutral skip character alongside Reina.
Yeah.
But she mixes you harder on block than Reina does. So imagine Reina 4-4-2, but you actually have to guess after instead of like jab, right?
It's light mode Reina.
It's so
She can punch
crazy how she doesn't have to necessarily do lows to hit you, right? She goes into stance and you gotta guess.
Yeah.
Right. And then she has this install under her health bar where she stacks similar to Heihachi and she turns into another character.
yeah,
It's not, I don't want to say it's not as egregious because Heihachi's is crazy, but she doesn't have to pop it. That's the problem. She can just keep this mode for the rest of the game. If she gets 3 stacks in the first round, she keeps it until the end, right? She gains a lot of things like the gray life depletion. She gets more damage on a lot of stance mids. She gets mainly combo damage is the biggest thing.
yeah. This thing
But
is
yeah, character's crazy.
Her heat mode turns the game into blackjack. If you want the easiest heat mode in the game, you should play Lydia.
She has some of the
Won my
easiest
life.
force 50/50s in heat and some of the easiest ways to get into heat combined together. So like she has if you get clipped by any move that goes into stance, this is guaranteed.
yeah.
And then you
This is so
have
crazy.
Goodness.
this is so crazy. Sidestep 2, QCF 4, like 4-4-2 counter hit, like it's all so wild. And then she has a 13 frame punish or 12 frame punish from crouch, full crouch down forward 2. I think it's 13.
Oh, yep.
12 frame punish,
12 frame
similarly to Dragunov, and then she has normal hit back 1.
Literally a Julia move.
The character is so crazy because of the combination of like, yeah, let's make the character that is really strong in heat get into heat really easily. And guess what? If you're playing super carefully and you're like blocking everything, you're guessing right, and the character's not getting into heat, she can just heat burst in her combo anyway, and then you have to wake up on the heat anyway. Right.
Yeah.
So the character is really, really egregious. You can't ever avoid guessing. And like I said, for the other criteria, she has that aura of like neutral skip forward forward 2 control, and it gets really, really crazy.
Yeah, 1 down 2, that like if Lidia lands a heat engager, just think about what you should do better next round. That's all I'm saying. Like, down 2 counter hit, just be like, all right, bro, next time I got it. We got it.
You're gonna see Farzine on this character this weekend. I'm calling it.
Yeah, he's been playing a bunch of Lidia. I'm very confident he's gonna pick her too. What is her weakness? I think the main thing is that she hits you really hard, but if you're right, you get to hit her hard too. So like stuff that you can't let go for free is like this, like QCF4. You have like if you're ducking this, it's one of the moves you have to call out. It's kind of she uses I think this move and as like her mids, and then this one is like what would be a low, but it's dealing more with like movement and like just your timing and approach without making a call out necessarily. Like, are you gonna duck? You know.
Yeah, she doesn't have the Anna like way of playing safer and smaller if she feels like it.
Yeah.
So she has to play one way, and yeah, that can be her downfall if you're just guessing wrong, which is a crazy weakness. Like you guess wrong. Like, you know, like,
she hits hard and gets blown up hard. What would you say?
She dies when she misses her forward punch.
Yeah.
And then whatever you're going to do to beat her for missing her forward punch, you guess on that, and it's usually you duck. So,
yeah,
and then sometimes you duck and you get punched in the nose. It's just
the big thing about Tekken is that the attacker who's like the person who's like dictating the matchup or like the offensive pace has the advantage. So even though like you can block a hell sweep and get launched, or if your hell sweep gets blocked, you get launched, or if Lidia your high gets ducked, you get launched. If you're the one that's in control and dictating the mix-ups, you inherently have more advantage. Yeah. So it's not simple enough of saying like, oh, just duck it and launch it. It's like, how would I as a defender reasonably stop Lidia from doing what she wants to do? And the answer is you can't. Like, she's going to do it and you will have to guess right. And that's what makes her so strong. Is like, you could be the best player in the world, the best defender, and Lidia will make you guess. So because of that alone and how hard she hits, like the number of guesses required to end the round are also pretty low, right? So I think for that reason,
she's pretty easy to.
Yeah, and easy to pilot. She doesn't have like the execution barrier or things like that. So I think for those reasons, she's in this clear upper echelon. And this not like this isn't a separate tier, but I think that she belongs up here with the Alisa, the Dragunov, and the Armor King, because she just hits too hard to not.
The career maker.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it's better to say like why the characters aren't top 15 instead of saying like why they're bad.
Yeah.
You guys start downplaying?
No, it's like why didn't they make the cut? Because these are really good.
You're right.
Like that's fair.
That's a good point. It's probably
we can
like
talk about how good the characters are all day. Right?
Yeah. So. We talked about like what Lidia has that one mode, whereas the Anna has multiple modes. Hwoarang is specialist, and
Reina plays up.
And you have to play Tekken, even though he is really good. Reina has the forbidden word matchup spread issues.
Reina like high key like
matchup spread issues.
Like Armor King fan. I'm not even gonna hold it. Like, I can't hit that character like Armor King. It's annoying.
Yeah, and then Alisa, I think. She does a lot of damage, but she doesn't access that explosiveness as much. Like if you could play in a way to really deny her that, and she has to go to chainsaw and then like play the Lidia style guessing game. But I think that
Lydia's is a lot more egregious.
Yeah. Lidia puts you in that situation more often. Like not even without like she gets into the stance a lot more freely, I think, than Alisa, but barely. So yeah, maybe Lidia goes up, but this is splitting hairs at this point. Let's talk about Eddy. Someone else take the lead because I don't fight as many Eddies as you guys do.
Eddy Gordo, shout out Gray.
Bro, I hate fighting Eddy so much, but I can't tell if that character is trash or not. I really
can't
can't.
tell either.
I might have to actually play him myself. But whenever Eddy pops out with the damage, it's scary. But when I got a bots with Eddy, I feel like I can't go low or I'm gonna get launched. If I try to go mid at the wrong time, back 3's gonna mess me up. And then back 1-4 could be scarier. You know, I'm glad it's like at where it's at. No, it could be way worse, fam. It could be way worse than what it is right now. But
I think Eddy's that crazy on like a tier list perspective. Like he has some egregious things, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Talking about Lidia, and then we just talk about Eddy. Like you definitely see a drop off. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. It
feels the weaknesses he has. Go ahead.
No. I was gonna say, yeah. It feels like we only really see at the top level John Ding and Tekken Master.
And play Clive now.
Yeah, and then like there's this weird mix of like, yeah, he's casinoing you sometimes, and yeah, he's like John Ding is playing a bit more Tekken, you know, more often than you would expect if you fight Eddy online regularly. So it is in a weird spot where he's definitely strong, but it feels like he's not not always. I don't know. You talk about his weaknesses.
He's strong in the setting of tournament, right? Where you have to guess between this stance with money on the line. You know what I mean? So like because the stakes go up, it's just crazy how he can put you in this mix.
Yeah.
Either while standing 3+4, I believe it is, full crouch.
Oh yeah.
That's a cheap move right there.
That is cheap. Honestly. Or forward 3. Some people say they can react to forward 3, but I don't want to say you can react to it on PS5 because I haven't tried. Right, the latency.
You can if you lock in. It's just really hard if he's doing other things to hide it. Like if Eddy players understands how that low works, that low is super cheap. You gotta really lock in. And honestly,
3+4 crazy.
Eddy was super hard for me to fight until Dee sort of explained to me the matchup when I was fighting John Ding, and I was like, oh, I think I just got outplayed then. That was like the last combo breaker, I think.
What did Dee say?
Yeah. But well, he was saying like when you're first like dealing with like Eddy. The first thing when you're going in is you gotta get him to block low, or like nothing's gonna happen, or step. And then like when you're going in on him, always just look out for a side step 3+4.
Yeah,
like that's all you gotta wait for, because that's the safest thing Eddy can do to get damage on your offense besides mashing out back 1. But if he's mashing out back 1, then you have those timings. And I was like, oh, and then I almost beat John Dane, but I didn't get the stream that he did at the end. I was like, oh my god, I fits my stick that combo breaker, but I made a friend that day. It was fun.
I guess the other things that make Eddy super good, we haven't even talked about his install yet. So he gets this off of a lot of combo enders, QCF4 in neutral, and I think it's QCF4 or QC back 4.
QC back 4.
Oh, his heat smash insanely broken.
He gets these stacks, and it makes his handstand mix up 50-50 a lot stronger, right? And you do handstand 3+4 or handstand.
There you go.
Yeah, that is crazy. Floor breaks, by the way. Jesus.
Yeah, when he does get the stats, he does do like really good. But
yeah, those are crazy.
And then
doesn't seem too bad. I feel like you can get nice with him.
What other in Heat? His 3+4 is super nasty, right? Like he got a DP for a bit.
And then he has the other one.
Oh, that's the good move.
Yeah. What's the other one?
I don't remember. I don't play Eddy, so it's QCF4.
QCF4 in Heat. Oh yeah. Oh my god.
This one.
Oh, his rage drive. Oh, that
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really good move, bro.
Yeah, those two are really crazy, where it just skips neutral for you in Heat, and you just have to guess, right? So he is like the first T8 designed character for the first DLC, right?
Yeah.
So they maximized his drastic changes from 7, right? He's one of the characters that got the biggest identity change, right? So he wants to do the T8 stuff to you a lot.
Yeah, so it still feels like I'm fighting Eddy, where like his hands, like his relaxed spacing isn't fully like threatening sometimes, but he gets like a lot of like relaxed situations, a lot more than he usually would in any other Tekken game. So I guess it's sort of like Tekken 8, where where in Tekken 8 they give everybody like the chance to do their thing, whether it's like taunt or slide or God sakes, I don't know why they let Anna do that, but same thing. But it's just Eddy's design. Some designs are just cheaper in first two. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
You know, some are just scarier.
And then probably what separates
But
him from
he's
Lidia, I'd say,
okay.
is like the stance can be evasive. So when he's doing all this, like hitting him can be annoying, and the only real answer you have is like to heat burst. So like holding your heat burst is a
He gets floated really easily.
Oh
Yeah.
I float Eddy
Heat
with heat
burst.
burst so much.
Yeah.
That's actually really annoying if you play Eddy Gordo. Like,
yeah. So if you play a
but
character
he
who
ain't nothing like Lidia, bro.
if you play a character who gets into heat more often, like just because their heat engages are strong key moves and you not want to hold your heat burst, it can make the Eddy matchup kind of annoying. But like aside from that, yeah, it feels like that he is so strong, especially given the constraints of first to two. But yeah, he's a weird character. The forward 3
know if he's
being on
top
point with that
15,
is obviously
though.
really important. What'd you say?
I don't know if he's top 15 though.
You don't think so? You think he's the
I think
first
about
one we
those
can put a
characters-
bit lower?
Yeah, a bit lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, because those characters up there are mad consistent. Even
Yeah.
though Heihachi's like
I
kind
would
of
put
hard.
Reina down too, but that's just me.
Yeah, Reina's not too.
Definitely
She's like super cheap, but like
the first
know.
S plus character.
like those characters are like
Could put Reina in S plus also.
The first S plus
S
character.
plus Eddy.
There we go.
So, a character I want to talk about next, Victor.
Yeah. Okay.
Yo.
Also, let me give us a
Yeah,
progress
he's
check.
S plus as hell.
Let me give us a progress
Victor
check.
is S plus.
We're at an hour and a half, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 characters left. Or no, not even that.
I'll
24.
say one thing
So-
for every character. That's fine.
Oh, I want to
Yeah, we
still
could say
give
some
a
every-
decent amount of detail, but that's just where we're at. That's
We
where
just
we're
need to
at.
speed it up a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll just give the Landon D analysis, and
Yeah.
I'll just if I hate it, I hate it. You know?
Victor.
Like,
Victor, stance slop, right? I
Yeah.
hate using the word slop, but he is like Tekken 8 in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Right. They gave him running 2 into stance, and they gave him running low into stance, right?
Yeah.
And then while having that, he has some of the best defensive tools, or like auto aura. He has Lars down back 4, so just random counter hit out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He has evasive expulsion. He has Yoshi flash. He has counter hits in 1+2, and a lot of tools, out the ass. And while you're trying to hit him, it feels like trash, and when you're trying to defend against him, you just have to guess.
Yeah.
So character's very egregious.
Yeah, I think the big change of they buffing his little flash, I think that's actually made it much more annoying to hit him. It feels closer to like King, where like that shove covers a certain timing where the other buttons didn't. So giving that to Victor seems insane. Does that put him
use
in
that
S
shit
plus
like
or
March.
above?
I think.
Victor is super like cheap,
Yeah.
especially
Top
in
15.
tournament.
First to
'Cause you
2
can't-
also, yeah.
You can't match versus him, bro. He's
Yeah.
so cheap in first to 2.
Yeah.
Even Shadow was playing him. Like I was like, that character has to be like. And I've used that new Victor bat too, like a law jab. Like if someone's
Yeah.
ever like too close, like it's just like that's a good heat engager, and his heat mode is super cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody
very,
talks
very
about
good.
that. He turns into a samurai in heat mode, and everything goes into that stance. And his wall setup is cheap, and it does bad damage.
We could
Yeah.
go on
Tournament
forever.
character. Yeah, I said what I needed to say. I'm only gonna say one.
Who's
thing.
next? Who's next?
Let's talk about Zafina too, because I think Zafina is in a similar vein as that, where her strength comes from like the defensive counterplay in her stances is so much worse than it used to be, and she has so many ways to get into it.
Yeah.
But I don't know I don't know why people aren't picking her in particular, outside of the fact that she's not like one of these super top characters. You know what I mean? That's outside of
She
Shadow.
doesn't get to run her offense like safely. Like kind of like the thing with Victor is like you do running 2, you do running 1+2.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to access. If you do running 1+2 with Zafina, sure, it's good, right? But the thing with Zafina is you're mixing plus frames, like you're mixing control rather than mixing mid or low damage, right?
Yeah.
Most of the time, are people are trying to just play the game once she lands like a running 1+2, but she
Yeah.
doesn't have anything to mix that with except for like forward 3+4, which ends her turn, right? And then her back 1+2 on season 2 release was like one of the most broken moves in the game,
Yeah.
right? Because it did so much chip, and with the install thing, it gave her install, and it was plus I think 6 on release,
Yeah.
to season 2 release. But most of the time, you're just fighting for control against the character. So in a meta where it's season 2, where you can kind of just chill out, she kind of suffers a little bit with not having actual lows outside of stance, right? Because she has down 3, but if you're like at the highest level, you can react to that. So the game design is kind of weird in a sense, where she's supposed to be a defensive character that earns her stances, but they also gave her some weird control moves. But yeah, she's a control character in a sense, rather than someone that's mixing you in stance, in my opinion.
Yeah, and like the whole thing about season 2, like you were saying, like you can afford to turtle more, and when you're turtling, you're looking, your opponent is giving away attack timings to work with. So if your running mix-up doesn't actually do damage like Victor's, it's just like you said, plus frames or coverage, then she's giving away a lot and exposing herself without getting the reward of like chipping away at the life bar, which actually does make a huge deal. So yeah, I'd agree. I think that she
S+.
Yeah, she's still good in many ways and still has a lot of like toxic design components, but in that tournament first 2 setting, she like it's mainly Shadow playing her, right? Like just because of the way he likes to play, which is,
Zafina plays kind of awkward because
she's in a weird spot.
Good, but her main like use is to like bring chaos to a matchup.
Yeah.
Or like knowledge check you really hard.
Yeah.
Anything outside of that, it just feels like she's like just playing to like mess someone up on their own gameplay.
Yeah.
That's why Arsenal would be picking her too. You don't want to say it though. For sure.
Let's talk about Paul.
Get the matchup out.
Let's talk about Paul. These 2 these 4 in the bottom, actually, the ones that I had in contention for top 10. Where the heck is that going? I wanted to talk about these characters because I thought they still have. There's a strong argument to be made that they belong up here. I actually think they will just end up here. But Paul, outside of Hexmark and Numon in the LCQ of the EWC, did we see any pro pick him? Me sometimes, but I don't think he's playing Tekken 8 Paul very appropriately.
Yeah, we see a lot of T8 Paul in NA with shout out Raf, shout out Swing Blitz and Glaciating, and then there's Luffy internationally and Hexmark.
Oh, Luffy!
Right?
Oh my god, I forgot Luffy. Yeah,
Luffy and Hexmark. So Zubair also, Paul is the nuke archetype. We all know that he does a ton of damage. He gets into heat super easily. He's a nuke character with actual panic moves, so you can try and hit him while risking getting one shot, and then also risking getting hit by a forward 2 or forward 4, while having like evasive shoulders that are only -14.
Yeah.
He has a decent amount of poking now, and his like day 1 mix up of like Death Fist, Demo Man, and Heat is absurd. Like it wall spats from so far while having a low heat smash. And down forward 1 loops while sending 1-2 loops, just control mid range really well. So I think he's definitely top 15. What do you think, Landon?
When you start playing Paul into like either the, how do we call those matchups in top 15? Those like control ones where their down forward 1-2 is really good, or like their jab is really annoying. Like Paul stops like seeming like a monster, but like the things they keep giving Paul is like unnecessary. They're about to give him another low. Just because, but that's not what he needs at all, bro. That's just, but when he like can't get out his mids, sort of like King, I could compare him to like as cheap as King. It's like, it seems like he gets stopped by those same matchups, but he's got a lot of panic moves now. So maybe Paul's a lot better than I give him for. It's just, there's a lot of annoying, easier to pick things that are kind of like overshadowing him. I think he's like a dark horse
That's the
Or,
sense I got
he
too.
could be
Is like
really good.
he's not as pick up and play as after you get past that intermediate threshold. Like if we're talking again pro tournament first to play, Paul is not simple to pick up and start dealing with all the different matchups and all the different nuances, even though he does hit so hard, and even though his mix has gotten better and more rewarding. I think that accessing his damage is not as simple at this level. Kind of like the Hwoarang thing. Like if you take like intermediate Hwoarang strats and just run up into a pro match, like it'll become pretty clear, like that there are still things to learn. I think Paul probably suffers from a similar thing. But I bet if he had a specialist representation, kind of like we have like Edge for Hwoarang, like we'd probably see him do well pretty often.
Yeah, we'd see a lot more.
That forward
Paul.
too, bro.
I agree.
Lili.
I think Lili is up there with them too. I think the only weakness of Lili is the a few things is the player base, and then two is that she has the Alisa thing kind of where her high reward is in the attacker exposing themselves in a game where attacks like have more coverage and have more like there's more reward in hitting somebody. But like Lili gets her robbery off Matterhorn, off sidestep, and then her main like offensive mix I think is still her really egregious back turn, the Feisty Rabbit, and then having 1-1-3 to kind of like enforce that. But I think that if you try to play her like I was talking to like Arslan about her, and like when he's talking about characters with like good poking, like like a Dragunov or a Nina, she doesn't really play like that. She plays off like the aura of her moves and like the aura of her evasion, but doesn't I don't think she has as strong go-to options in the season 2 200 HP health bar meta to consistently force people to play into your robbery exactly when she wants and to pressure you outside of those moments. That's been my take on Lili. I think she's still really good.
I'm saying, like, when Chitrin pits Clive, he doesn't want his moves to miss. When he pits Lili, he's hoping your moves miss.
Yeah.
And Lily's just like an Alisa that can rush you down without chainsaw. Like, it's actually super scary. But it's super tense and Versa too when you don't want like your move to miss.
Yeah.
Like, and that's like constantly hanging over your head. It's so much stress.
Yeah.
So much stress.
It's kind of the effect of why Asuka is so strong, but I think that in this season Lili doesn't have the same offensive like strength that Asuka has, even though she is still really good at like winning free unearned poke damage with like down 3, down 1-2, going into back turn. She just ultimately has to hit you more and I think risk more than the other robbery character like Asuka does,
yeah, a little bit more in this season too. They nerfed that.
Yeah.
You're right.
That nerf down 3 damage and in general just like how you have to hit people more. But I like the way you put it. Pick Lili hoping they'll miss. Pick Clive when you don't want your moves to miss. And Lili, like the main complaint from the player base that I hear often is that she doesn't have good tracking, and it's mainly like she doesn't have those auto hitbox moves that Clive has. She does have good tracking, but the way you have to play it is around like, am I going to pick my slower buttons or my faster buttons, and am I going to play my sidestep around that? I could go into all like really deep Lili stuff, but ultimately I think she wins in the pro scene off of that, like the stressing the opponent out of not wanting to miss, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to say something, Lynn?
No, I'm good. That was just some things you just hear just taken aback.
Yes.
From your experiences, they don't align with what's happened to me as a Tekken player. But it's fine. I don't gotta be very composed.
Some things you hear do raise eyebrows. I would agree, but that is the word on the street, the YouTube comments, things like that.
Reina's smug ass face at the bottom of that list. That's all I'm saying. Like she's happy she's at the bottom of S plus, whatever the fuck that means. Just let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Let's hit the other DLCs. Let's get them out of the way. Miary and Fahkumram.
Fahkumram top 15, bruh.
Fuck. Yeah, if you want to put a match of issues type guy, you can put him there. But he's so scary and versatile. He can like run you over and kill you as fast as possible.
Which matchup issues? Like when you say matchup issues, since we're like highlighting the weaknesses of what people are running into, like what gives Fahkumram problems?
Every time I think it's like I don't know enough about Nina. Like I know in Nina, it is actually just the character, like
Yeah.
not how to fight her. Characters that are quick, Nina, Anna. You don't want to attack in the Asuka that crazy that much. Fahk can fuck up Bryan Fury. Like
Yeah.
Fahk fucks up
Yeah.
Bryan Fury so fast. He does not like fighting that at all. He can fight Claudio. But like when he runs into a Mishima or Armor King, bro, good luck, because you cannot get out of the way, and it's like maximum reward on those type of things.
His
So he
sidestep.
leads you to like, yeah, he leads you to play like more risky in matchups where you know you can't move out the way.
Right.
Like, but versus King, he's hoping King uses armor or some shit
Right.
like that.
Right. Yeah.
He's definitely not a bad character at all.
Yeah. I can't believe we're about to start a meme with matchup spread issues, bro. But that really feels like the theme. It's like, I like that Tony said we could talk about strengths forever, because that's really the case. But where the divide happens is where they kind of falter, right?
Yeah. Miary Zo.
Yeah, we can spend a bit more time on this one because it's a newer character too. But the only Miaris I watch are Nomar and Glaciating in NA, and then I think Kaiser's playing her a bit, and then in the pro scene it was CBM picking her at the Soup Tekken League.
So
Kira is playing her too.
Kira.
So I fought Miari a lot on the fought guy,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm glad I did, because I realized like she's like a control character that's like, she's like just asking you to swing at her.
Yeah.
That's all she wants you to do, because her mix up in stance is actually something she doesn't want to have to go for a lot. She's really like a character that's like trying to rage bait you. Like I think she's the rage baiter, because you can't zone her because of down 3. And then she just wants you to run in a down forward 2, or for one of your posts to miss, or scare you with down forward 1-1. That's like her main thing, it felt like, because usually like Fox strength is you got to come into him, but because down 3 has like that older move, my fault. Older move is so good. It's just yeah.
I would
her
agree.
Buttons are really good.
She wants you to like run to the DF2, run into the DF4, and then when she's in heat, I think it gets a bit more obnoxious too because of up forward 3.
Yeah,
right, so like this has that
move.
same can't zone her, can't like fool around at distance vibe, because this will blow you up. And then what is the
So
other
that
one?
attack into her.
The up 3 too, is it?
Oh, this one, yeah, in heat up 3, where if you're trying to step
That is
around her
such a
pokes and
high
her other
reward.
options, and you for some reason forget about this, or you're ducking, then yeah, she does a ton of damage off of these options too. And then the hell sweep also is gets the extension.
4-3, yeah, 1 +2.
Yeah,
She's not like a mix-up character per se. Like she's like
Law.
Landon said, she doesn't want to mix you all day, right? Which is what makes her different to like the earlier designs of like Victor, Azucena. She has a lot more neutral tools in comparison to them. Like she has a standard down forward 1 with an extension. I think it's like -2.
Yeah.
She has a safe down forward 2, which has stupid tracking. A lot of safe mid hit engagers. She has counter hit tools. Because if you just play her mix all day, it's not in your favor.
Yeah.
For the most part, right? Because the damage isn't that high and the reward is low, right?
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily high risk, but it's not high reward.
Yeah.
Right? So a lot of Miaris say that they don't want to be in the pole stance. You'll see a lot of people do rage drive and then hold back to cancel the stance because there's clear counterplay to both, right? So walk left to beat the 1 3+4 or jab to beat the other 2
yeah.
options from the pole.
Oh,
And it's a little bit weird because if she had like an Alisa or Zafina backdash or something like that, she would be straight in that top 5 in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, right, but because she has that like really stiff backdash, she kind of has to. The player has to have a good spacing skill where it's not like she just runs away all day because she can't get away, right? So
Yeah.
they have to play like more sidesteppy.
Yeah.
And she has a really good sidestep.
It's like she wants you to box with her like Lidia, but she's like, if you try to box with her, you'll lose. But I'm glad they got the older archetype right, where her buttons are really good, but her mix-ups are really risky. So she just does sidestep too, and it's like, I dare you to swing, motherfucker. Type gameplay. It's very
She's really
good.
well
And when it's your
designed,
time to attack, her
surprisingly.
sidestep, you need to say her sidestep is really, really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Her
she's got
sidestep
at least a
is really
sidestep.
good.
Mhm.
Yeah, if they start making Tekken more like Armor King or Miary, I think the game will be like really healthy-ish.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that the backdash thing is more of a personal gripe, but from a balance standpoint, it actually does make a lot of sense that a character who can kind of hit you and poke with you and like also evade a bunch of the things you're doing doesn't need that good of a backdash. And yeah, I do think after we've had time to sit with like Armor King and Miari, even though I still hate Armor King, I think that sitting with them this amount of time, it's like, yeah, the direction of the new designs is a lot cooler and a lot more, there's more going on than with like the Lidias and the Eddys and the Annas, you know.
And honestly, Miari could randomly be like top 15 if we seen her a little bit more.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know how, like,
We'll have to see
She
with
just came
TWT,
out, bro.
right? Someone
Yeah.
might pick her. Like
Yeah.
CVM might stick with her. I know he's been playing her for STL.
Yeah.
bro, nobody is sleeping on Armor King, bro. Whoever said that, no one's sleeping on him.
We have to see the meta too.
With the TWT.
We have to see the meta too, because like she looks really good with CBM's defense against like Korean playstyles, but I wonder how it would hold up against like somebody just trying to like bulldog her, you know, and like
Yeah, exactly. Like Miari versus Asuka. Like that doesn't sound fun. It sounds crazy. Miari versus Bryan sounds crazy too. So
let's talk Kazuya and Lee. They've been hovering here for a while, and you know, engagement bait or whatever. I think these characters are definitely strong enough to be in this top 15, which is now like a top 20. Is this top 20? Yeah, I think these two characters are so good. I think that Lee probably has the pain point of like not having the same poke identity that he's had before, but he still has so many ways to rob you. The forward 2 is insane. The changed evasion is a bit weird, but in general, this character seems so like, I think underrepresented is probably how I'd frame it. I think he's so strong and he hits so hard, and yeah, I'm not surprised we don't see him in the top based on again like how good the top 6 are. But I feel like he is pretty much there, and if he gets any buffs, he would probably shoot up even higher.
the thing with Lee, in my opinion, is it's a little bit weird when you start talking about Lee because he's a specialist character and he's difficult, right? You have to be clean with acid rains. I think that might be the only thing, but he has some execution to him, right? But why would you pick Lee when you can pick like Law? Right?
Yeah.
But they're not similar in many regards, but I feel like Lee is one of those characters who's pretty risky at times when he wants to go low, right? Besides Silvertail. And he has to counter hit you to do big damage.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think
What do you think, Landon?
Bro, I think you get heat mode with Lee, anybody can be a Lee player. That's just all I think, bro. But like, I guess if you want to main Lee, you gotta know how to do the punishes. I mean, you're right.
Yeah.
It's just another flavor of Law. Like you just can't box with him. He just does posts on timings that hurt you a lot.
The thing with Lee is like he's one of the characters that goes under the category of like his buttons like control the screen, right? Back 4, 1+2, down 3 counter hit, forward 4, right? Down for safe, down for 2. Like hitting the character is really annoying.
Yeah.
So for the most part, you don't want to throw hands with him, like Landon said.
Yeah.
But in a meta where you're fighting characters like Heihachi or like Bryan or like Clive, you know, it can get kind of weird, I think.
Is it kind of like he doesn't have as many ways to force you to throw hands with him in the same way like Anna's hitting your feet over and over, Asuka's chipping you, you know, Nina's doing Nina things to you. Yeah, I could see that where Lee is taking a bit more risk if he wants to hit your legs in a way that with the extra HP creates more issues. So it has to be a 1-2 setting where you don't want to sit there and
a 1-2 setting would make it a lot different for sure.
All right, Mr. Kazuya, we always see KSK doing well with him. I think he's probably the after Heihachi
character
would be
is
the next
super
strongest
mega cheap.
Mishima, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's super mega cheap right now.
Super cheap.
Honestly, I was a little too mean to Reina because Kazuya is super cheap, bro. That's a. It's like honestly, he might be able to he might be in that T7 era where he felt like he can win against anybody if he gets them on the ground in this game. And that heat mode is one of the strongest heat modes in the game. Like that turns him into like.
He has
you
so
can't
many
stay
good
on the
things.
ground.
Yeah.
Down back 1-2, you can't stay on the ground. He's insane.
The statue
actually.
pick he has down back 1-2, 1+4 in heat. He has CD 1+2 was the biggest thing that messes me up with him. Right? Because previously in Tekken 7, before you got a Demon Paw and CD 1+2, if you block mid versus Kazuya, his turn usually ended. Right? Like you guessed right, and he didn't do the hell sweep, but he did the mid, and you guessed right. Like obviously you didn't step it, right? So you didn't kill him for it. But at least you'd be like either +3 in crouch from forward 3, or like +9 from forward 4, right? But now that he has a plus mid from crouch dash that he can do anytime, right? It just resets the situation where you're guessing again. So this knocking down, doing chip like that, I forgot it does chip. Oh my god! Like, it's really crazy.
That's a really good move. I hate how the start of it looks like hell sweep. You know what's fun to do? Fee sidestep 1+2, crouch dash CD1. You know when the crouch dash for that, or CD1+2 is usually.
Oh my god.
That's fun to do. Yeah, that shit looks goofy, doesn't it, stream? Look, yeah, this character. They're gonna say he's not, or because he's too hard, but bro, if you could land that down forward 2 perfect electric link, everybody in the world dies. Like, that's like,
he falls into that category of difficulty and all that. So you do have to be very good. To play him.
Like the Hwoarang class, right? Like very good. Why would you pick him?
This character.
Yeah.
Right?
That might be a category. It's like why would you pick them when they're this, when it takes that much work? But yeah, okay.
Kazuya.
Because
Kazuya players can't play anyone else.
I feel like they should be able to, no?
Without electric.
I think Steve might be here. I want to put him lower, but Numon's performance is like undeniable. It's like he has the capability.
He's had a lot of practice though.
Yeah, but he has the capability to navigate the hard matchups. I think in Steve's good matchups, he feels like top 6. In Steve's hard matchups, in 1st to 2, this is where I think it gets ugly, and he becomes really dependent on outfox and weaves and things like that, which is like new Tekken 8 stuff that I think we like is mainly explored in the pro scene by like Numon. Like I think that's where you see it the most.
It is, and it feels like that character isn't meant for like 1st to 2 Tekken 8 yet.
Yeah.
It feels like if I had every time I get into a set, it feels like, bro, if I played again, I'm winning that next game, and I usually do if I run into them because there's just so many nuances you need to know about matchups with Steve and how people swing and what their options are that you just need to fight them a lot. So I can see why he would end up winning a tournament over there, because like he just got like he just has so much experience fighting those people all the time.
Yeah.
And you're making good progress with Steve too. You're just getting used to it.
Yeah, I think it's mainly navigating
he's in that tier.
Hard matchups in 1st to 2 are where he feels weird, but as soon as like I already said it. In any good matchup, feels top 6. I think that this guy is gonna go up. Especially, I don't think they should buff him, but I think they will. But we'll see.
They probably will.
They probably will. I don't think they should, but yeah.
The character oozes control over all the screen pause, and just like the weave and up back 3 and back 1, 1-2-1. Right. His weakness being not being able to open up super turtle-y people, but. He controls the entire screen. So
I think most people hate fighting Steve, and I think that that's only going to get worse. Feng Wei, we hear Fang players complain a lot, but I think it's a similar case here or a similar case as Dragunov, where Poke's doing less damage makes him more annoying, but he's still the same character in many ways.
He got an auto neutral move in back 3. Where
honestly,
like a T8 esque move where you can go into crouch dash off of back 3 now, and it does chip, and you can go into headbutt, you can go into the shoulder load that they made faster so you can't react to it. You can do while sitting 4 after by pressing 4, and this beats literally every option that you can do defensively, so you have to just guess, right? I think this is the dumbest thing about Fang, plus like the back 4 damage, right? Back 4/2 is like hit confirmable. But
it is?
Yeah, it is.
What? Bro, please, on God, bro, I need you to hit confirm. I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
my Fang cold, bro. That's all I'm saying. My Fang cold. Everyone's Fang is cold.
I'm gonna play Fang. Wait, that's insane. I was
big
like,
worm, bro. Big worm hit confirm. But
he can keep going. I'm sorry. That's
fine. Yeah, this character. The only thing that I think, like we already talked about it briefly, that makes him like a little bit more annoying is that his normal hits don't do too much damage, right?
Yeah.
If you're not getting like a forward 4 or like a down forward 3 or something like that, you have to make pretty risky plays in neutral, like back 1 mash or up forward 2 panic, and back tempo is not that risky, but you know the plays that you have to make are exploitable. And you have to play really good normal Tekken while poking really well, right?
Yeah.
It does set up like counter play and like traps and all that, but overall, the only thing that screams T8 to me for him is like back 3.
Yeah.
And like his guard break, but that's really about it. Full crouch low isn't even that crazy, but yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I wish I could fully agree on that too.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know, but now that I saw that back 4 hit confirm, I don't even know. I was gonna say Fang is kind of underwhelming because like
you don't
like
know.
every other character is Fang used to be like the guy that was moving everywhere and like he could always get in whenever he wanted, but that's like they giving everybody that now. It feels like they got Feng Wei's running all across the cast at this point, so he doesn't feel like Feng Wei no more. Like, but that back 4 hit confirm is kind of fire, but I don't know if that's enough. He used to be super obnoxious because season 1 Fang was going bat turn with unbreakable, like, or not unbreakable, sorry,
the
just 50-50 throw with an armored mid launching heat engager with like the low that was launching you, and then he had the safety from the back. Like, that was crazy ass Fang. But now he's like,
I think a lot of Fang players say that they wish that the back forward extension didn't exist. Right? Because before it was a -9 safe I-12 homing move, right? Not homing, packing move for you nerds in YouTube comments. But now that it's punishable and you can die for doing the high, it makes it kind of annoying because a good player will punish the back forward, right? Just to make you do the high.
Right.
So it became like a weaker neutral tool that's higher reward on hit, right?
You need better timing with it, I guess, now. Since it's punishable, you actually place it at proper
It's not
spots.
as brain dead anymore.
Right. But the fun, I imagine the fun part of the move, like why they wanted it, is because it was brain dead, right? So like making it a committal option is why it's frustrating. All right, Landy, you wanted to talk about Jack. Let's talk about Jack.
Yo, I think grapplers and people that spam armor are really good in Tekken 8, just because it plays into the system a lot.
The system of like power crush, heat burst.
Well, yeah, the system like is like heavily like nerf movement. They added armor, and then throws beat the armor, and then there's heat mode too. And then Jack's got like launchers on his throws.
Right.
I think the biggest weakness is like maybe his sidestep, but he's got like armor and like weird crouch stuff to circumvent it. So if you like main Jack, it's not too bad to like use him a lot, I think, especially with how much damage he can do. but he's not like super going crazy. Just takes a little awkward to like manage in the system.
What's that
But he does a
advancing
lot of
headbutt move?
damage.
Forward 3+4 or
Forward
something?
3+4.
I think that move is insane, but it's not. I mean, in the context of
move is
Tekken 8, maybe it's
insane.
not that crazy, but this move that gives
the crouch throw.
gives crouch throw, yeah. How do you do it? You have to go into stance. Yeah.
Heat engager, down forward 4. Giving crouch throw is good too. It's pretty fun. It's just
He hits like a truck.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
if you
hurt.
get
He's one of
launched
the
by
good
him,
characters.
it's so cooked. He can negate control really easily.
Yeah, with the
like a lot
flex.
of panic buttons and a lot of flex, flex and stuff, armor moves, etc. I guess the only other weakness is that he can't poke you down as nearly as well as he could in like the last game, especially with the life now. So like down back 1 just got it's like a small nerf, but 1 frame and less damage and more health, it just is very ignorable.
Yeah.
You don't see them spam it nearly as much. The full crouch low went from being a +6, +6 leave them close to a unnatural combo on a low mid, that has a 3rd hit mix up, right, and leaves him crouch. So it's a little bit weird to just poke with him now, and you do have to make big plays instead.
Yeah.
So he kind of revolves around how well you can get your stack and then mix them off of it, right?
Yeah.
And it's pretty risky.
Yeah. I think it's a solid case of like, why would you pick him if he requires you to kind of be a Jack player and play the risky moves and get the big hits, and he can't really like traditionally sidestep around things or things like that, like another Tekken player would. Yeah, he plays his own game is a great way to put it, and they took the Joe Crush playstyle and made like the perfect character for him. It's pretty pretty cool.
That parry is super good, fam. Like you just launch it, heat dash, and he can like confirm forward 1.
Yeah,
for like the launch. It's a really good parry.
Yeah.
Parry? Which parry?
The Gamma Howl, like the armor.
The armor.
That's basically what he's doing, like on timing. Like,
parry, yeah.
And then it puts him in the stance too. So after he does it, like he still has options to like kick you in the face, throw you. And
What's the input for that?
It's sort of which one?
The one you were talking about, the
throw
parry?
1+2. Oh, 3+4.
He's talking
I'm just
about
calling it a
this one,
parry
okay,
just
yeah.
because it's like that's basically what he's doing. And also the fact that he can move in Gamma Howl too is really good because now you can realign the options. Like that's really he's a character you can actually play a lot and main and do well with. You just gotta main him.
Yeah.
Yeah. The things that make him good are he got some of the best wall carry changes with an SAT now.
Right.
Make Some Noise, right? After the tragic release of Make Some Noise, it's mostly used as like a combo tool, and that plus like Gamma, I think it's 1, like giving SAT, like it's crazy. Like you're going wall to wall, and if you get counter hit and then he goes into like a heat dash or something, like you're dying, he has like that unscaled wall ender thing with the spike into the down forward 1,
right?
And the character is very crazy if you get the hits, but he just plays his own game. It's weird.
Let's talk about the downfall of Jin, because this guy was everywhere in season 1, and
Put him at,
I still think he's good, but
put him up there.
He's definitely not the same character.
When I fought King, when I was playing Jin, I understand why Book went to play King, and I did too. I have no idea what I'm supposed to meant to do if he's like spamming armor or moving around in neutral, because like his lows don't. Jin's like scariest low right now is his hell sweep. He used to have a counter hit launching down back 4, and also counter hit launching down 2 in Tekken 8, but now he doesn't have any of that shit anymore.
Wait,
and
counter hit launching down back 4?
In T7.
Yeah,
in
Tag
7.
2. And in T7. Like, it just, like, that used to be something he used to have, but now it's like, I don't even know what they want. And then his heat mode isn't like we're just, every Jin player does heats burst into heat smash. No one even wants to use like his heat moves.
Yeah.
Like the scary part about Jin is like, okay, he does 4-4-3 or he do the hell sweep, and like when he need a mash, he do 2-1, and then like don't get hit by electric into like back forward 2. Like it's just something you can use to. It's so normal.
I think the biggest thing that makes Jin fall down is the biggest 2 nerfs for me were, or 3 nerfs I guess, were 2-1-4 being -10, so it's not as brain dead to just do the move all the time because you get punished now. Up forward 2 being -10, so he can't just panic move as much anymore, right? Before up forward 2 was unsafe, I felt like the need to sidestep the move to the left and kill him for it, because otherwise he would just be -9 and then he wouldn't die for it. Down to not being a counter hit launcher anymore.
That's huge.
It means you can jab him now. I'm sure you feel it when you're playing Steve versus him.
Yep.
The amount of times like, oh, if this was season 1, I would have died. Right? Like when you do 1-2-1. When I play Bryan and I don't get randomly counter hit by down 2, even though it is a reactable low, it's very, very noticeable, like that you just don't get comboed there. Like I think it's almost crazy he doesn't get a follow-up on counter hit at all, because it feels like a little bit of a over nerf, since it's not just a move you can just use in neutral too at the highest level.
Yeah.
But for me, I think Jin is a character that requires you to be very good at the game to play, and he needs character speciality in like knowing what to parry, so he can be someone's worst matchup if you're that clean.
Yeah.
Right? Like a lot of people say like, oh, I hate Jin because Clive Phoenix shift 2-1 becomes launch punishable,
right?
Stuff like that. So he has infinite ceiling. Like a lot of people say in older tier lists that if Jin players can parry all the time, that mechanic makes him top 1.
Yeah.
But he has like I said, infinite ceiling. But yeah.
It feels like they want Jin to be like a robbery character. Like they want him to go into stance and hit this low. They want him to go like do the full crouch low into stance, like the direction they took him felt like
full crouch low is trash.
Yeah, it's not that it's not good. It's like they swapped the counter hit property, right? Like that's the whole motivation, I guess, for why they did it.
So bad.
The character looks so different now compared to like season 1, where like now you just have motherfuckers dive kicking and doing manual zen. Yeah. Like just to get chip and some pressure and hope that you try to escape it so they can hit you with an electric or a back forward 2. He's like a super control character up close that plays with timings until that point.
Yeah.
And that's why like he didn't need like a down 2 counter hit, right? On top of that.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know.
It's like a wall of hitboxes character, and I think like you said, the fact that 2-1-4 is no longer safe and up forward 2 is no longer safe really takes away from that too. And so like he's gonna thrive a lot in the first to 2 tournament setting, where like people are not gonna see down back 4, they're not gonna see hell sweep as much.
PS5,
right?
Yeah, it's so like not as reactable anymore.
Yeah, so I think when you put him in that tournament setting, he gets to lean into the least like robbery things where you're not just sitting there blocking everything, and it makes him much stronger. But I have to imagine that Jin doing Jin things is, I hate to agree with Jin down players, but Jin doing Jin things does not scare me as much as
he's the first balanced character in this game.
Claudio doing Claudio things. And it's like obnoxious because you do have to stand there a lot. And I think for most players, like I think most of the player base is not going to have the defense to stand up to Jin's stuff. So it is going to be annoying. But I think that at the pro level, that's probably why you're not seeing him, is because these other characters do it in ways that Jin is just not matching. But I hate to give that concession, because Jin in season 1 was so egregious, and like the whole the mental stack of dealing with this and dealing with this and dealing with this made top level players get hit by like DF 1-4 wall splat into the wall. Like even the best defenders were getting blown up by this. So I think Jin on paper is probably similar to a level that the down players will say, but in practice in a tournament, he's just so effective. I think he hits hard, he gets a lot of robbery, and playing around those hitboxes when you don't know how the other guy plays is like, it is tricky. And
you're just mixing yourself trying to escape his pressure.
Yeah.
A lot of the time.
Yeah, so I think it could go either way here. I think if we add the tournament first to 2 setting, I would probably put him on like that Fang. I don't know about Steve level, but maybe that Fang level. I'm not sure.
Fang level, yeah, I could put him there.
Yeah.
He's like Kazuya without a cheap heat mode. That's all it seems like. Like Jin's heat mode is not really like scary at all.
Yeah,
No
it's
one
just
uses it.
the heat
Just wait for
smash,
him
yeah.
to do the heat smash and like connect
Yeah,
to the
just
game.
don't get hit by heat smash. And
Yeah.
live.
Yeah, he's in a weird spot. It's like if I put him here, the Jin players will be emboldened. That's the problem. You know what I mean? But
It's not that bad, bro.
I don't want Jin buffed anymore.
yeah.
I'm so tired of seeing that motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, the Jin players got to level up. That's the answer, bro. They got to get used to not having. Yeah, that's what it is.
You guys got to get
still
like
good. I can lose to Jin, bro.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not saying I won't ever lose to Jin. It's just like y'all really don't really gotta do like heat mode shit like that. Like,
Yeah, I think
y'all don't care about your meter.
I tried. I'm still trying.
I hate that
We
low.
You
respect.
gotta get like Hendo. That dude
Respect
Hendo
you.
is crazy.
Yeah, I feel like
cold.
I could lose to Hendo still. Like I feel like you.
Hendo cooked me last time we
it's fine.
played.
Like it'll happen. It'll happen.
Let's,
like, like it's okay.
June
Let's talk about Jin's mom. I thought this character was
Oh, no,
insane in season 1, and I still think she's pretty good. But I wonder if it's a similar case of like Zafina, where if you're attacking, you need to be winning HP usually, right? And I think June is doing a lot of hitting people's block or like putting them in string situations. And then there's also the whole, why would you pick June when you could pick Asuka right now? Those are my
June
first
is
two
just
thoughts.
Asuka, which requires a degree. That's it. Like
They feel so different to me.
Yeah.
They feel so different. Like
Talk to me about.
kind of are.
Asuka just feels like somebody's little brother can pick up the controller and just like do a couple moves and just fuck you up. Like they're holding back and they don't even know what they're looking to block. But if you do a low, you're dying, right? Same with like June in that regard. But like for some reason, it just feels even worse hitting Asuka, because the combo damage is so crazy. Like June has really good combo damage, really good wall carry too, but like Asuka does it even crazier. Maybe
Right.
it's because we see her more, but it's the install being so crazy. But June feels like she scales over time because of the whole 100 light thing with her install. So like once she's in that mode, she feels really crazy because she gets like that full screen light beam.
Yeah.
And she gets extra damage on her combos and normal hits. So she feels like up to par as Asuka when she like gets into that heat mode or that install mode. But for the most part, like Izumo's Hell Suite doesn't kill you, right? She doesn't have like constant flip over Oki like Asuka to like make you continuously guess and feel like you're gonna get robbed,
Right.
But she does have like, you know, low heat smash from Genjutsu. She has
the
insane
meter move, right?
punishment. Yeah. She has 10 frame wall splat, 10 frame low punish wall splat, and yeah, some of the Kazama stuff. But overall, I feel like they're so different. Like I'm playing Tekken against June, but against Asuka, I feel like I'm in a minefield at all times.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense
Everything
that.
June does isn't a launcher to poke. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah,
P.
I think to that point, June having like the super strong 10 frame and the full crouch punish, or is the a forward one 11 or 10? Yeah, 10, and then this one is also 10. Good lord. Yeah, I think those punishes probably do a lot for having the June player play a bit more Tekken and like blocking and moving a little more. And but I was wondering if like is it more of a player based thing? Because
Yeah, June players don't know how to play the game, bro. And that's not my fault. Like June players just
I don't know.
suck.
June might be kind of hard. Way harder than Asuka, I think.
Yeah.
They gotta
because-
play
Definitely
Tekken, bro.
harder.
What's hard?
Definitely harder than Asuka.
I mean, you gotta try it, man.
That's why we
it's
feel. That's
probably
why you
harder
can
than it
just
seems.
feel. You load up into any Asuka, it feels scary. But like the June got to be kind of.
Is the main June player Kira still? Is there another? Usama Abasi?
Usama Abasi.
Yeah. I feel like when it's like Landon said, I feel like when they're like the June player, like it looks so scary. But it might be like that,
Yeah,
you know,
but
like
then I
that.
realize what's happening.
Yeah.
Alidar we're gonna see today too.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. My current gut
Played
response is
against
like
Alidar
when
in
she's in
Japan.
good hands, like she looks so scary. Like I think I would put her. It's hard. Where would you guys put her?
Maybe under Miary Zo.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just
this
you
one's
guys
weird.
got to realize that I also play
She's
Bryan,
really safe
so-
though. She's super safe and stuff like that. It's just that when June can already like sort of play a little bit of offense, but like when she gets into heat mode, it just buffs her defense. But then Asuka's fucking install lets her play offense, and so does her heat mode,
Yeah,
like all
yeah.
the time. And she shouldn't be able to play offense that well while having a G clap. That's absurd. Like Asuka has the good jab we were talking about.
Yeah,
That goes into a mid. Like it's way better than June.
yeah.
It's way
I
easier
think
to use.
I think I would put June in that S plus area just because, kind of like with Miari and like Jack. Like you have to play the character for a while. You have to understand a lot of different situations with her, and probably like it's not as clear of a win con as like, you know, Asuka or even the top 6 we were talking about. It's not as clear as just go in and do this thing and it's gonna work eventually, you know.
Yeah.
Let's talk Lars.
To hit confirm, bro. Lars.
Yo,
He got.
I
I would
played
say.
Lars, man.
Oh
and
yeah, go.
You go first. Y'all go last.
I was gonna
unless
say
y'all want me to. Like,
Season 2 launch Lars was so ridiculous. Like that was unbelievable, and to the where they nerfed him now, I think is more reasonable. But I think that the boogeyman of Season 2 launch Lars was definitely huge. I think a lot of people I've like talked to who don't like follow Tekken super closely still remember like that style of Lars because Maximilian played him, right? So Lars is definitely super scary. I think he's arrived somewhere, honestly, probably around like the Jin level. Maybe it feels weird that Eddy is not where Jin is, but maybe around there where like like Lars can rob you, but it's not as dire as definitely not as spooky as Jin. Like I think I'm more scared running into a Jin than a Lars. But what do you think?
I think we mentioned this earlier, like when Season 2 Lars dropped, we talked about him, where like the guesses that you're guessing against is low reward and low risk, right?
Yeah.
You get low parried and it's -12, or you get knocked down by the mid, or get hit engaged on, right? So it feels like Casino, where you just don't feel like you're risking your life a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So Lars can open up anybody, and I know there's like always that talk about like transitions and all that, but even that is like a mix-up of like knowing how to deal with the stances.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. Lars has that same problem where like the player base sucks at the game, so like it's hard to gauge how good he is because it's they play him in such a like one-dimensional way, right?
Yeah.
So it like in Nobi's hands, he's still playing Lars, right? He and Ulsan will pull out Lars here and there, and it just looks crazy because he can play as fast as you want. He has a hit confirmable G clef, right? And you can just go on, but yeah, he has everything that you need in a Tekken character. But I think weakness-wise, I think because you have to keep guessing over and over, it can be inconsistent.
Yeah, I totally spaced on Ulsan picking him even in STL and Nobi picking him more recently too. Ulsan didn't, I think he lost that game and then ended up swapping, but even so, it's like the Lars tool set in the matchups he chooses to pick it into seem to make him seem a lot stronger than I was giving him credit for. I've been fighting too many NA Larses. Yeah, 111 is obnoxious. The down forward 1 nerf to -3, I think, is like annoying, but isn't the end of the world at all. Especially with the extensions being like
You
decent
got a
reward.
whole string after that now, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. What do you think about Lars, Landon?
Oh my god. Lars has always been like this, but in this game, it's like turned up to a degree. Please do not take this the wrong way. He's always been like this. Lars feels like he's solely meant to boost bad players instantly in neutral and whatever. When I'm playing Lars, he just zips to you, and his jab is godlike.
Yeah.
I feel like the way Lars has to play in Tekken 8, though, is not something you're trying to pick like to win a tournament. And you can see that. But if I'm running into either of you in bracket and I need to cheese out that win, Lars's layer 1 will actually get me those 2 first games.
Yeah.
And that's just how Lars is, bro. Like when I was playing him on stream, I was afraid of the person I was becoming when I was playing that much Lars. That's just what the character turns you into. The only character that I think should have that type of stance slot, or we should refer to stance slot, is Lars. And Hwoarang should get the pass. But what you have to do to play Lars, you'll call the players bad. But the type of like, it's getting late at night, but what happens to your brain when you start playing that much Lars is like not okay.
Yeah.
He's not like a sustainable character in first and 2. That's all I'm saying.
It feels like the character.
You need to get that win, and you can't play drag.
It feels like Lars and to an extent Victor are both built like the strongest version of that character is the one that is trying to rob a better player. You know what I mean? Like if a Lars player.
Yeah. Arslan told me that too.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like T-Sits Lars.
Yeah.
A bit. But like what I said about Lars still stands, and that might apply to Victor too. Like what Victor is doing for these players is crazy.
If you play Lars and Victor as like trying to calculate the numbers of like risk reward, like okay, I have a launch punishable low that can counter hit sometimes, so maybe I use it in the situations where it makes sense to get a counter. You know, like if you try to move logically with these characters, you become really predictable. And like unless again you're like an Ulsan or a Nobi who can play really fast and like play around these other ideas too, then you know it's going to be pretty predictable and pretty easy for a really good player to deal with. But the scariest versions of the characters are the ones who don't care about doing the 5th lightning screw when it would win them the round or something, you know. Like don't. I think that Lars is definitely a robbery character.
I want to add one point. When Ulsan came to my house, I was talking about like, Bryan versus Lars isn't that bad. And he looked at me and he laughed and he said, "Oh, you don't know Lars." And then he proceeded to beat my ass like 20 games in a row with Lars. And it just felt unplayable. Like, I was just like, oh. And this was after the nerfs. Like, I was like, bro, what? What is this, bro? Like, it's like, bro, 1-1, down forward 1-1-1. And he's just dashing in my face.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, bro, what is this game? And he just goes into stance and then does the low. And I'm like, bro.
Yeah, I think Lars with
reaction test.
Yeah. I think Lars with this version of 1-1-1 cannot be lower than this tier now that I think about it. Like,
definitely.
Yeah, it's too good.
Definitely.
It's the Dragunov one but better, right? Like, yeah.
It's not.
He's around Victor. Because when I'm playing Lars, I feel like I'm terrorizing a Kazuya player. Like, I feel like I'm just like the Green Goblin, and he's like just powerless like Peter Parker. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Like that's a scary matchup.
Like you wouldn't. I like the point you made that you wouldn't pick him in a tournament if you're looking for a consistent performance, which is what a lot of tournament players want. But there's probably matchups or situations where it makes sense to pick him, which is why Ulsan and Nobi have been doing it, right?
Yeah.
Let's keep it moving. I actually want to talk about Devil Jin now.
Oh my God, that character.
Someone play Sadness and Sorrow, please.
That's the most broken character if you know they're not going to block low. That's a boss character.
Yeah.
But you're not trying to play like that in first to 2. That's all I'm saying. He could go next to like Bach or Jack. Or
I'm not sad because I think he sucks. I just hate his identity.
Yeah.
Like how he became more lean towards just throwing your life away for a guess.
Yeah.
And took away his like neutral tools to play like the neutral like neutral obviously.
You know what
they gave
fits
him
that, Tony?
+2. Huh?
Oh, you know what fits that? Armor King sidestep, dude. You put that move on Devil Jin, I'm swearing he's moving up the tier list, like right next to Dragunov.
Yeah.
On my life.
That would be
Down
stupid.
bad
Give
two is
Devil Jin
holding
a
him
stature
down.
kick? Like, hell no.
That's what he had, and he was the best character.
Devil Jin is a character that makes it not fun for either person on the screen playing the game.
Yeah.
And neither person is stable playing the game.
Yeah.
Devil Jin is probably one of my lowest win rates in the game right now, because ducking for the low feels terrible, but getting hit by Hell Sweep also feels terrible. So you're just fighting against like variants, really high variants, and then he has the flying variants too, where he can do the laser and he can do the mid heat dash launcher, or his panic tools get better in heat too, because back three becomes safe for some reason, safe backswing blow.
Yeah.
But yeah, the character just feels very unstable.
Yeah.
You need to buff his movement or give him safety or something, because that down back two is not cutting it, bro. Like, that is not how I want that shit to be used. Like,
they've leaned so hard into the casino aspect of Devil Jin in like every way. It feels like you'd almost have to rework him, because the same feeling I get fighting like the Lars and Victor players, it's like Devil Jin turns that up even higher, because he's also attacking by, like, if I've had a Devil Jin who's willing to hell sweep 50 times in a row and really doesn't care, then I'm just as lost. I'm like, oh boy.
Yo, he is so, I swear on my life, my soul, and Tony's soul too, just in case I'm wrong. He is so close to being good. Like, it is one change that is stopping.
Have you guys fought AV?
Yeah.
Oh
in
my
this
god,
game?
that down back two.
It's so toxic. Shout out AV, bro. That dude
shout out
plays a video game. He doesn't care if he wins or loses, so he's just giggling.
It's the hardest Devil Jin to fight.
That makes it so hard. It's the hardest Devil Jin in the world to fight. It's so hard.
He fits it perfectly. That's how you gotta think. He's
so
close, but they've given Devil Jin like the tools he not to go on for years. I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah.
Just go.
If we're talking Xiayou, power level wise, I feel like she's here, but she is such a specialist character. We might even need a tier of just like, you need to main this character. You know what I mean? But
yeah, put Bryan in there, and then
we need Xiayou right under top.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Xiayou kind of sucks.
You think so?
A little bit. Yeah, I think so. Like, let me specify like what sucks about her, I guess.
Yeah.
Like the fact that she's so difficult to play.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They did nerf a little bit of the 50-50 at the wall.
Right.
Or like just the stance stuff. They gave her new mechanics like back turn power crush and things like that. They sped up her back turn low, but it just feels like in a game with 200 health, like I'm already trying to disengage, right?
Yeah.
And it's Xiayou on the screen too, right? So I shouldn't interact anyway.
Right.
So the Xiayou player has to work pretty hard for them to trick me into like hitting them, right? So yeah, that's how I kind of feel about Xiayou right now, and it's like my worst matchup. So, Landon.
Yeah, I sort of agree. I don't think she's like bad or anything. It just feels like you have a little bit more chances to not get Xiayou now.
Yeah.
Like, she's still cheap. Don't get me wrong. And I think Xiaoyu's a little bit better than Jin. It's just not as easy to pilot, you know. I think she's around like where Fang is. You know how Fang used to be? Like, it's crazy that Fang isn't like top 5. Like, we usually always talk about Fang is doing all the things, but he's not like that anymore. Like, Xiaoyu's kind of like that now too.
Yeah.
Like, but her and Zafina are the worst characters to run into when you're trying to learn a character.
Yes.
Like, it's like, oh, here we go. Like, bro, like, you gotta let them hit you over and over again. Like, you better win before I learn what to do.
Yeah.
Other than that,
I see the point. I probably have recent trauma picking Steve and fighting against Peeling, but I see what you mean about season 2 affecting her a ton, the nerfed 50-50 hitting her too, and then in general the meta favoring what she's weak against, which is disengagement and like less interaction. That makes sense. Let's talk about Leroy.
Peeling, just good luck.
What's it?
I don't know too much about Leroy.
Oh, Leroy?
Yeah, let's talk
his
about
character does like the most damage in the game if you mash at the wrong time at the wall. I think even more than Paul sometimes. Sometimes you don't even be at the wall, but like I wish more people played Leroy. I mean, you can't like he has the cheapest Tekken tools at range 0 next to Wall. Backman was too cheap. 1-1 is really good. It's just his mids are really awkward to place, and that's not like a lot of Tekken players are really used to having a demon paw or like some other type of thing to help them along the way. He just doesn't feel like very satisfying to play for a lot of people, so he's not that popular.
I play Tekken against the character. For the most part, he's playing Tekken against you. Yeah. And obviously, he's looking to parry you and all that. But in a game, like I said, where I'm playing a little bit slower, I'm picking my options. I don't feel as rushed to take control or anything against someone like Leroy because he's not endlessly mixing me or anything like that. I think the biggest thing is that he doesn't have down back 3-1+2, like the hell sweep from standing anymore.
From neutral,
Yeah, that's a huge thing.
That was so OP, actually.
Yeah,
right.
He has to
so
go
like
stance,
that making it so that his standing threat isn't as like brain dead, where you have to worry about getting knocked down by a low all the time, makes it so that I can slow down a little bit more against the character. And it feels like for the most part, when he's hitting into me, I can defend pretty well, especially with like the T7 trauma and all that. Yeah. To play against it, but I see so many clips of this character hitting someone and then blowing up.
Yeah.
And it feels like an undiscovered territory where like we don't know how good this character can be. Yeah. And we have the perfect player in tonight's tournament to display that in Breadman. Right. And there's a reason why he doesn't play other characters. Like he thinks Leroy is good. Mm-hmm. Right.
He's addicted to playing.
He has a Claudio. He was a Claudio player before Leroy.
Yeah, but he's locked in on the Leroy.
He's definitely something about that character that makes him want to keep playing. But for now, I think being S+, since, I feel like
Cyrus Slayer will tell you Leroy's bad and then do 150 damage and then OTG you with a chance bad or some shit.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think seeing how Breadman plays him, I'm curious if it will like embolden other people to pick him up, because like the fact that other people aren't doing it, I want to see like the gap between what Breadman sees and what most people, aren't picking him up for. Azucena has been hit so many times from where she was in season 1. She used to be so good, and I think we only see Watanabe and
Watanabe,
Galgongi.
Not that crazy.
Galgongi, but he doesn't travel.
Yeah.
You have that's it really. Kaiser 2.
Yeah. Kaiser 2. I get the sense that
Azucena does in like 10 seconds.
You go.
Yeah, sure.
She either hops in with a move that goes in the stance or does a homing move that she confirms, and it's like a mix up. And then every other else, she's hoping you bots with her so you mess up. And then she's out of full crouch mids. It's like, a lot
of people in Europe say that she's really fucking good. Like Evil 46, Neon K. Like I remember talking about Azucena on stream, and like I'm like, I don't think she's that good, blah blah blah. But then like all the European players in my chat were like, yo, like this character's crazy. So
she can if you try to bots with her, you're gonna get messed up. And like down 1 is pretty good.
Super T8ified.
Yeah.
So I'm not too
we
sure.
got 10 players.
I think she
maybe or below Miary.
Yeah, I think she stands.
She's a Miary type feel.
She stands outside of this middle, like strong but not top 6 tier, but definitely in the bottom. Raven has me a little confused because
I could put him in top 10.
I think he's
20.
really, really good. I also remember watching EWC Ulsan fight against Raven, and he took every single sweep. Now, given that was first to 5 and not first to 2, but the reduction in how scary the sweep is now as of season 2, I feel like did a lot. But
yeah, the thing with Raven is that he's a character that mixes you from anywhere on the screen, right?
Yeah.
While having homing moves to stop you from moving.
Yeah.
And now he has a plus frame CD 1+2 that puts him at crouch at +2.
Yeah.
while having the ability to just crouch dash and do his moves normally. So like you're getting mixed. It's like a mini Kazuya CD1+2, right?
Yeah.
Like you're wave dashing at someone, and then you do a plus mid into crouch that loops it into the same thing, right? So that hits me so much because I'm like, oh, he's crouching, I need a duck, right?
Yeah.
That along with down forward 1 being fully homing, and down back 2 being almost homing, like you can like walk it one way, like if you're really on point, is like you kind of have to just beat him out in neutral timings a lot of the time, or just out poke him because he's not really poking you like that.
Yeah.
But he's Chaos the character, right? He uses variants, like I said. He's very cheap. Yes.
That armor move is super cheap now that it's -13. I think Raven is way higher than that.
You think so?
In my
He might be
opinion,
better than Steve.
I think Raven is like near Lidia. I think that character is insanely carried and good in Versa 2, especially with the floor turning into a bomb halfway through a couple of the maps. But I mean, that's just I've been talking with Hayes and Ninja Killer, but I think that character is so carried, bro. Raven, that's just on me, bro. You can have him anywhere, but bro, that character is so carried, bro. It's just nobody wants to like invest into him like that.
Yeah. And so does he have, like, outside of the like the Pina step, the wave dash thing? Do you think it's just because people don't want to specialize? Is it the way he plays the Tekken that doesn't appeal to people? I mean, we can only guess, right?
Just, he just like he still has all those strings with like the really unsafe follow up or not that he gets control from, and that means you still have to play with that play style in mind. Like he still has that, but that full crouch low and that new back turn low, it's like really safe. He doesn't have to go for like a back turn grab.
What are Raven's easiest ways to get into heat though?
1+2.
They took away
back turn 4 is godlike.
1+2 is crazy. Yes.
Turn 4 is godlike. I think while standing 3+4 is homing. I don't know. Did they change that? Is that
while standing
3+4? Is that still? What is that on block now? Oh, it's still -12. Never mind. Okay. Well, anyway, I only get hit by like that back turn. That back turn move is so godlike. That move will teach you how to play Raven, no cap. Back turn 4 and shit. That like made him hit more heat engagers, and his heat mode is cheap too.
Yeah.
You gotta deal with shadow.
You gotta deal with this random ass gun every round.
He covers so much of the screen, and he can Mitsu. Like I think he's really good in Versa 2. And Raven has always been scary in Versa 2, like Anna. And that's like the main format. And they put bombs on the fucking floor in this game, so his health sweep becomes a launcher.
Yeah.
Descent to the subconscious, he gets like 3 of them shits.
Yeah.
Bro,
and then the PAX pixels too. Like you.
Oh my
God. There's so many times where you see like a Raven player barely win game 2 and they load into PAX pixels or Clive stage, and it's just like, what are we doing, man? Like it's
and then they win.
But yeah, we can go on to the next character. I think this character is just really good. He's more. Because of the format, he's better. I think in long sets he can struggle, and that might be partially why people don't main him. It's just because he doesn't feel great to play all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like you feel like even though he has different levels of riskiness, it just feels like he's playing his own game a lot of the time.
Yeah. Leo, I think Leo's really annoying. I don't know how good Leo is.
We should just put it in top 20. We should, because I know they be downplaying. Because they act exactly like Reina players when you say their character is good. They have such a good low when they get. And then they just do stance shit. Like they're a Tekken 8 character. And the character Small Tekken isn't even that good.
I think Leo's heat and Leo's new low from Bach are 2 of the craziest changes I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like they're like,
who the fuck is ducking there?
Dude, I get hit by the 2 so much. Okay, so Leo in general is a character that you have to be really sharp to block their lows in like as a you have to be clean, right? So like down forward 2+3 and down back 4, right? If you don't block these lows, it's really bad. They said, okay, let me just give Leo a new low because she needed more lows for some reason, to help with her neutral offense because QCF1 isn't cutting it, right? In heat, she gets forward 4 into low heat smash. I don't know what the input is, but was it down 2+4?
I think it's
It might
4
it
and
might
1
be
plus
an
2.
extension to that. Yeah. So like, this is an install move, by the way, right? So it doesn't have to be heat necessarily, but it gets more annoying when they have heat. So that combined with heat smash wall splatting from far as hell, plus the spike combo, you're just eating 100 damage if you get hit by this, right?
Yeah.
You can walk this, but it's just like, bro, why do they get to loop me in offense all the time with forward 4? And then that plus like a million counter hit launchers, easy ways to get into heat because of while sending 4, right? Her 11 frame while sending punish. The character is crazy.
Yeah,
Leo's mad carry. Down 2. They just be doing down 2, down 4, 2+3. It's just cheap, you know. And then they be doing install shit, you know. It's cheap as hell. You know what I'm
also,
saying?
the fact that this move got easier to convert now with heat bursts, I think makes a big difference too. Because this button is like evasive, normal hit launch. I think that, yeah, Leo's definitely. I'm never comfortable fighting against the character. It's never like. I think it's almost like the Jin thing too, especially in first to 2. Is like there's so many ways to get robbed and you get hit so hard. And in a long set, I can feel comfortable blocking probably more against Leo. But in a shorter set where I want to hit and do my damage, I'm more liable to being evaded and things like that.
Yeah.
But is it like worse than Devil Jin? Is it worse than Eddy?
I think she's better than Eddy for sure.
You think so?
Yeah. Like,
It's underrepresented.
I would move like I think Brock. I think Leo's better than Lili, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like, come on, what are you doing here? Like, at least you know the Lili player wants to step you, and you know, like, you know, I don't know. I think that heat smash
Leo's
is
definitely better than Fane now. I don't know. Well,
yeah,
actually,
for sure
that's
better
crazy
than
to
Fang,
say.
better than
Wow.
Jin.
That might be crazy to say because Fane is kind of cheap. I forget that's still Fane Wei with down forward 3.
Yeah,
This
down.
game has some boosted ass characters. What the hell?
And that's
is this
undeniable.
fire?
All right, so we have Leo. That one's
Whoa.
surprising to me for sure. I think Leo this high is surprising to me, even though I'm not exactly comfortable against the character. But that's
I'm
I'm not comfortable versus
I'm
Leo
a big
either.
hater.
yeah.
I fight
What do you
Leo
think,
so
Leo?
much in so many games. Just bro, just like when you fight Leo, it doesn't match up with their like complaints about what they say is like annoying. Like they be doing forward 2 install, and you can't just autopilot sidestep right versus Leo anymore, and that double hit jails and it goes in the stance. But they all just spam it just to be +3, and you gotta watch him like do some other fuck ass low to you or something. Shout out to Leo and Panama retro artist. Anyway, but this is an installed character, bro. And
Yeah.
like forward 4 is mad plus. Like it's just, yeah, the hell sweep, you gotta look out for it. But like, you're not playing Leo for that. You're playing Leo just you don't like to be close to people or whatever, unless
Yeah.
you plus.
Let's talk Shaheen.
I think Leo's
I
crazy.
think Shaheen was a demon in season 1. I still think Shaheen is really good, but I don't know how good Shaheen
Shaheen's
is.
fire.
I think Shaheen is a real demon.
He's so normal.
Whoa.
He's so normal.
Let's put him.
You can put him and Raven are low key sort of like moving the same.
Oh, whoa.
Shaheen used to be so toxic when he had a looping guard break. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. That
think Shaheen
it's
is
still
ass.
low key carried, but he's so normal. Nah, Shaheen is mad normal. He doesn't like
Put him like in the
think he
Fang
was, like,
too
area.
crazy.
I think he's
maybe Fang and Jin area, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, Feng Jin area.
All right. Yeah, I think did he go through any big changes? The thing that annoys me the most about Shaheen is what they gave him: the sidestep 1+2, Haboob, and down one. Down one is not that egregious. It's more like a move that's easier.
Yeah.
I get why they added down one, even though I think it's dumb. But I think
It's good in heat mode.
I think the biggest thing that, like, he got a bunch of new things like in season 2, with like the Haboobs down, the Haboob down one. The guard break change into 4-2-3 was the biggest thing.
why is my game taking so long to load?
What happened to the game? What happened to the
This happened last time too.
Game? Hello. You used to be able to loop the guard break into 4-2-3 into another guard break, right, over and over again. Like, obviously you can duck it, but that was the biggest change, where he was like, he kind of felt like a silly casino character in season 1.
Yeah.
Now
He
I feel
was.
like you have to play a lot better poke style Tekken / like control, like to be able to get his mixes off. Obviously, full crouch down forward 4 is egregious. I think that move alone makes him really strong. Plus, like, the plus frame heat engager in sneak 1+2 is like, why would you not do the sneak 1+2? It's a +4 heat engaging mid that launches, right?
Yeah.
So that is pretty toxic, but I do think he's a little bit harder to play now, with the life changes and all that. But he can play any speed. That's the thing. He's pretty
very flexible character.
Good. Very flexible character, I think.
Yoshitmitsu, I think he was in my top 5 for season 1, and I still think he's really good, but I don't think he's as insane as the season 1 version. But I don't know how strong he would be now.
I sent 40,000 emails to Namco to get him nerfed. You're welcome. You don't see any more in ranked match.
Yoshi.
I'm doing the same thing to Julia and Marduk when he gets announced this week.
Hold on. Can we fix where Paul is real quick?
You're welcome.
Sure.
Paul is probably, better than Victor. Yeah. That works for me.
Yeah, Paul up here.
Yeah, that works for me.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, Paul seems like he's doing way more damage there. Yeah. No cap.
Let's talk Yoshitmitsu.
Yoshi. So the biggest thing that Yoshi got nerfed was the looping. The forward 1+2 used to just always give you like the flip over, right? And now you only get it from NSS. Yeah. Right. So you have to use heat meter to flip it. Yeah. Flip over and over. Mm-hmm. So it is possible to get infinited, but they have to do more to play it, right? It's not as crazy, but his identity is still similar to season 1. I think the new move that they gave him that goes into Flea and his plus from Kincho is the double sword stabby. The double sword stab, that is crazy. NSS has always been dumb, but
Tony, someone in chat said, they might be right. NSS might be an install.
Can we please start calling no sword an install? That's what it is. It's true. It's like an OG install.
And he hits the Tekken 3 stance, right?
It might be.
That 1-1 becomes crazy, right? That's actually an install.
NSS is just no. NSS is just Warrior's Instinct baby mode. Baby mode Warrior Instinct.
Low key, he does turn into like Tekken 3 Yoshi with the stance, I guess. Low key.
Anyways,
but it's not as
stay on topic, Blue
insane.
Name. Yeah, I feel like he hasn't changed much, but I don't know why it doesn't feel like he doesn't hit as hard. And I don't want to say it's just the HP, but it might be that too. Like
HP is a huge part of it.
Yeah, if down back 3-3 is not doing as much damage, if he has to full crouch sweep, then that minefield is so much less scary because he really has to hit you 10 million times to get the damage he wants,
Trizzy did stop playing the game for a while. Yeah. So we might be mistaken.
No, it was season 2 shit. Definitely. They fucking nerfed how much damage he took from the spin. they nerfed that 1/4 1+2 flop over, so now he has to use the heat mode for it. And then like the heat burst then just slow down the round. So every down forward two, if he wants to loop me, he has to be in heat mode for it.
Yeah.
But he still has other setups to use. But bro, I was watching that combo and the Oki setup so many times, bro. Like for the first year of season 1. I hate season 1 Yoshi and I hate season 1 Kuma, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
my God.
maybe it's the adding up of a ton of nerfs plus the HP change. The HP change really, like, we keep harping on it, but I think it really does. It has done so much to not just the meta of how people play, but just how poking has become so devalued. And I think that Yoshi is probably one of the bigger victims of that, in addition to his like steady nerfing over and over. I was surprised because like when I think about him zooming out from the patches, it doesn't feel like it should have hit that much, but it's added up to be a good amount of lowering of his power level. So
the same thing that happened to Kuma. Like you got Yoshi and Kuma right next to each other. Same thing happened to both of them. Sorry to cut you off, Tony.
No, you're good. But that dude Nabdo and iMusician, I went over to Korea and I played against Yoshi's over there. The character doesn't feel weak at all. I just feel like the character became more of a specialized character where you have to go back to doing the tricky stuff, where you have to go back to like doing bad breath and like Indian sense and meditation and stuff. Like it's not as like just get one launch and win, right? You have to play the whole character now. So when I fight like the specialized ones, it does feel like I'm fighting Yoshi, but not overtuned. It just feels like I don't know the matchup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe he's like
that Eddy Leroy level.
Eddy Leroy level.
Yeah.
I won one game versus iMusician at Evo, and those next 2 games were like, what was he even doing? He threw a like textbook at me, and it was like a Looney Tunes type thing where just pianos were falling on me and shit. It was crazy. What Tony said, I agree, man.
Let's do Kuma Panda, and then we'll do one last resorting. We've just hit 3 hours, which is pretty good. Pretty good for a first try tier list we haven't done in forever. Let's hit these last 2 bears and then like do one more pass through the characters.
That's all, you guys. I don't know too much about bears. I kind of just fold. Like when I fought Kuma and Panda in Korea, I screamed and I was like, oh my God, my rank points are going to go away. Because the thing with Panda and Kuma is like they skip the players get to skip so much of the game where they just like don't have to learn to backdash, because why would you backdash? It sucks. They stand there and they have armor, they have back forward 2, 1-1-1, and like bear hop kick and counter hit down back 4, and it feels like hitting a Kazama.
Yeah.
While they're just doing chip to you and running 1+2 and sidestep 1+2 and 50-50 because they made the grab and the mid knockdown a real 50-50.
Yeah.
So it just feels like every single bear player plays the same now, right?
Yeah.
And have auto defense. So I don't know. I don't know how good the character is, because if you think about a character's strengths, right, obviously there's matchups that they have that are like unplayable, and Kuma isn't as like, yo, just do 5 electrics into heat smash and they're at half health into like the HBS grab and their health disappears. Like it's not as brain dead anymore.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Where would you guys put bears?
Go ahead, Landon.
Panda's definitely better than Kuma.
100%.
I can tell you that one. That shooting star.
The heat throw, right?
It's way scarier than. Yeah.
You have to just
the waiting moon and the shooting star Xiayou move is really, really cheap to deal with. But normally the normal bear game plan is like they do have to play less of like the game. It's just that like the trade-off is that they're not allowed to like liberally do as much of their mix-ups, but their mix-ups are still scary.
Yeah, maybe.
What's going on?
But it's all right. It's just
you don't need to see it. We know what
when you get launched by Kuma or Panda, you take so much damage. It's just that
Yeah.
Panda's mix-up after you get launched is super scary now. Like, it's really, really scary.
One launch feels like the
but-
game's over for sure.
Yeah, Kuma, they feel like they're able to do more launchers with their heat mode, like in neutral. But Panda just seems like they can mix you up. But like, why would you want to do more launchers with a bear? It's like Panda just seems super cheap.
What's the other?
God.
What's the throw?
I
Yeah,
cannot
combine that
recall the
with
last time I
new-
got hit by like bear electric. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like it's one, I don't fight the character that much, and then two, like why would I jab the bear anyway? Right.
Yeah.
So
This throw.
like yeah.
Yeah,
And that just
combine
makes
that
it-
with
yeah.
like
Go
the
ahead.
new honey bear stance, homing mid, like that, like yeah, Kuma and Panda are like they're still all right.
They're really
know.
good. We'll maybe see Rainshu do well this weekend because I mean that's still his specialist character. He has
Yeah.
been playing a ton of other characters. Like he's been playing Miary, he's been playing
I'm playing Fok
Lidia.
a bit too.
Yeah, he's been playing Fok. So
My understanding of the Bears is that there are matchups where they really shine, like, you know, counter hit or slower characters or like jab characters are really annoying
just say
to
it's
like
unplayable, bro. Thank you, please.
fight them into, or to fight into a bear as. But when I think of like watching a Nina go against a bear, it looks miserable, you know? So it might be a matchup spread issue, TM. You know? Like when I think of
Yeah.
like, how does a bear fight like Feng Wei? You know? How does a bear fight like Alisa?
Yeah.
I don't know how that matchup goes well enough without maining those characters, but on paper you want to beat up the bears and bait out their responses. And the reason why they're so annoying, I think, like as a Bryan player, is because they have the back forward to controlling 90% of the screen, and they don't have to deal with anything you do. And then you do a slower timing mix up, and you get 1-1-1. You know, like
Yeah, it's egregious, bro.
You're always
Characters
in a chaotic zone.
Yeah.
Like,
You're in the chaos zone.
You're range of back forward too. That's the chaos zone. You
Yeah.
gotta meet up and deal with that G Clef fam. Like it's fucked up.
yeah,
Thank
The-
God
You
that
kind
back
of
one is
have to
not a
play into
computer.
his strengths, right? Like
Yeah.
you have to beat up the bear because they can't move,
yeah.
but they have
Yeah.
all these things to stop you from doing.
The
it,
bear might
so-
be up here low key.
Yeah, they might be. It's
Yeah,
better than
Panda's
Fang.
really
I'd rather
good.
fight Fang than fight a bear, and I'd rather fight a Jin rather than the bear.
Panda is better than Steve.
I-
And Panda is super easy. They're bears.
I'm ready to agree.
You don't think Panda's
I just have
better?
to hold myself back. I'm ready. Give me a green light. I'm putting Steve down here, but I'm trying to be realistic. You know what I
You
mean?
get launched by 1-1-1 by Panda.
I think
That could be like the round.
Shaheen can go.
Shaheen below Bears. Is that matchup?
Yeah.
Is that specific matchup? Like, is that your experience as a
Shaheen is
Bryan
harder than
player, or do you
Bears.
think is this how he's placed? I suck
Yeah,
against
Shaheen
Shaheen,
is
so
harder
I'm
than Bears.
biased.
Shaheen is super normal.
I feel like when I'm fighting Shaheen, for the most part, I'm playing Tekken, and I know what I'm guessing against a lot of the time. So you won't ever really lose to a Shaheen player that is either able to play faster than you or better than you. right?
Yeah,
Like at the highest level, you're able to play at any speed, and Shaheen can fall into just dying to his own guesses a lot of the time.
Mhm.
But Bears, bro.
So okay, we finished every character. Let's go with a quick recap. All right, and then that will wrap it up. It's been
We
3
should
hours
order
and
the
5
bottom
minutes.
one.
We've been cooking.
We should order the bottom.
You want
tier
to order the
list.
bottom one? This feels impossible.
Nah,
Yeah.
no. We gotta fill out the top 20.
At least
first
do a
before
bottom
we
five.
even-
Bottom? No, I can't be
We
giving.
gotta-
I can't give people ammunition for bottom 5.
No, so
Don't even.
okay, yeah. Adding unordered is a lot better than saying about.
I think S plus unordered. The best we can do is ordering these. I think top 6 order I'm pretty comfortable with, except maybe Nina could go up.
I want to put her up because of the arson stuff,
Yeah.
the beef.
We gotta remove 8 characters from that top 20 list, though. I think. if
Yeah,
I
this
count
top
it
20
right.
is gonna
Good.
expand. I think the top 6 order is honestly kind of negligible, like outside of Bryan being harder to play. But
Yeah, put him down one for me.
yeah. I do think this top 6 is pretty solid, and like order is negligible. But the top 20 order I think kind of does matter. Do we still feel good about Heihachi Law? I do. I feel really good about these two being the strongest here.
Yeah.
How many
That
people are
character
here?
is
3,
crazy, son.
6.
I think it gets weird after Alisa.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
all better than
feel like
Bo.
I think we can bring down, if we're counting top 6 as top 20, like are we combining those? I feel like there's some characters that can go into S plus. Like, if you want to move characters down, I don't know how you want to do it. If you want to change that to top 28 or you want to change that to S plus.
Top 28. Like I think that there are characters that are better than Azucena for sure. You know what I mean? So like I think that this middle tier makes sense.
For sure.
And then this bucket below is just like, we can tell there's a strength difference. We don't know specifically how much, you know, but there is something clearly noticeable between Heihachi and Jack.
Jack, that's not ordered. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay. Do we think Drag is well placed beneath the Kings?
No, I don't think so. I think Drag is just safer and more consistent to like win with. I think King, you still have to like go in. That's not even that crazy like of a thing. I just think like, well, Armor King is mad. Well, they're like around the same type of thing. Like they have good movement and they poke you, and like it's like, oh my god, we gotta fight.
Yeah,
a good Dragunov is insanely hard to fight.
But
I think like
good.
I think I feel good with you. You said it got weird after Hwoarang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Raven can maybe go lower.
Raven.
Like I don't want to put Alisa down, but does Alisa need to go down?
No, I think Alisa's good where she's at.
Yeah. Then you think Kazuya above Raven?
No, after Hwoarang is pretty good. Kazuya above.
Yeah.
Kazuya is above Paul.
Yeah. Kazuya is above Paul.
Because Oki's way better right there. I
but
think
does Raven go higher?
Raven's right under Victor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Victor is more annoying than Paul.
Raven and Victor is sort of.
Victor's more annoying than Raven. Yeah.
It's a good point to revisit our metrics now. So like ideal character strength, first to two strength, simple game plan, dominance of toolkit, matchup spread, and then the statistics at the end.
Jin's matchup spread is like perfect, I think.
Yeah.
That's probably one of his best strengths, is being so well rounded.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we downplayed the shit out of Jin, but yeah.
I think Jin could be above Steve.
Jin above Steve? When you account for the parry ceiling, probably. I feel like...
No, Jin is still really good. I feel like the fact that they had to take away so much and he can still be used is crazy.
Right.
He still has good lows. It's just like he's not like super toxic now. And like he doesn't even need to use all of his heat mode. I feel like
he's behind Steve.
They just don't know how to balance Jin. They don't want to turn him into another Bryan. They just want to. He's in this weird phase where they're trying to like give him heat moves to make him use heat mode, but also like not just make him good outside of heat mode at the same time, because he was really carried there. So I don't know. They're in a weird transitional phase for season 2.
Do you think Victor is better than Kazuya?
Victor better than Kazuya? First to 2.
Kazuya has a way higher ceiling than Victor.
I think you could argue Victor above Paul, but just again by that difficulty component and consistency.
We'll leave him there, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that's good. Yeah.
I think this is pretty good. What about
Feng Wei?
Shaheen and Fang? I just suck against these characters, but I do think I agree. I feel like Leo is high, but again, that's just my experience. It's like everybody
Leo in between Lidia and Alisa.
every character is
They're about to be
boosted,
mad.
and I feel like the farther down we go, are we going down less boosted? I guess that's not even a metric, but I feel good about this so far.
Like less stable.
Yeah, it looks
They're
good
less
right
stable.
now.
This looks good.
I feel good about this, honestly.
It looks
The kings
good.
next to each other is funny as hell. Like,
Maybe
it's
we
just like
compare it.
me and my brother.
You could debate
Maybe
Armor
we-
King higher a bit.
I want Armor King next to
King is-
Heihachi if I'm really serious. That shit is so
King
hard
is
to
better
fight,
than
bro.
Armor King, in my opinion.
You think King is better? I used to think.
I think Armor King is more stable.
That's true. I also have a bad matchup versus King, so. And I also fight Jake Man every week.
Yeah.
Your down for 2 is crazy, but Armor King's down for 2 just fucks your jab up. Like you can't jab that move.
Yeah.
Like it seems opposite how they work right there. It's I don't know. King
You
is,
could debate the
you can make-
Kings all
Like,
day.
yeah,
I
this is
think.
tricky. This is tricky,
Yeah,
but
I
it's
guess
like decently enough, right? Like, I think the way we can reconcile this is like characters next to each other could probably swap back and forth, right?
Yes.
But the farther down you go, the more you can kind of see, like, we don't think Feng Wei is Steve or Jin tier, you know, but it's very, very close, you know? And then the bottom one being unordered is
Yeah.
pretty important. I'm putting Reina here, bro. We can't give them anything. We can't give the
Yeah.
Reina
we like
players.
roughly order it in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Vaguely order.
We should swap Reina and Fang. I
Reina and
just don't
Fang.
even want her to be
Nah.
down there.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you.
Let's put Xiayou
Oh my-
I can't lie here. I gotta be
I don't
honest.
mind Zafina being down there. Fahkumram can go up like next to before Yoshi. Leroy.
Put Devil Jin at the bottom for the culture.
Yeah, put Devil Jin at the bottom for the culture.
So insane.
He
Bro.
gotta be down there.
Put Jack up a little bit more. I can't have
Can't
this
give them
fucking-
anything. It's
on a
unordered. We
PC.
have a tag that says unordered specifically, so we don't have to do
I
that.
know, right? But we gotta put it down there.
Steve is 100 better than Kaz. Your name is Hashishima. That is the most biased name I've heard in my life, bro. It's like you can't even make up that name. I would not have
That's
made up that
Bobby's
name
murder
to make fun of
account.
Mishima players.
That's Bobby's Twitter account. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That name is fire, but we are
Yeah,
not
you might
trusting
wanna
your
go to,
opinion on Steve.
My God, Hashishima. Hashishima.
Victor over Kazuya.
That dude definitely
Victor don't
gay
got
Hachi.
anything like. Victor don't got anything like Kazuya down for 2, bro. You land that shit, you going for a ride, son. That shit is toxic.
Is this
Well,
dumb of me
Victor's
to
too.
say? I think Eddy is better than Shaheen.
No, I was thinking that too. I was thinking Eddy is too low.
Yeah, me too.
Eddie is
Yeah, I
better
was
than
thinking Eddy is way too
Shaheen.
Well,
low.
I feel like Eddy is in this Leo Bear area,
Yeah, I agree.
you know? And he
Yeah,
has the
no,
results to back
this
it
is
up.
Eddy
Eddie's going
movement.
up here, bruh.
Yeah, Eddy be winning, bro.
Let's put Shaheen down into S plus.
God, we can't let him get away with this, bro. I hate Shaheen with everything.
Jin
Next
feels
week.
weird to me because I think Reina is more like stable than Jin right now. Like she's way cheaper.
There's no way
Like,
Reina's more stable than Jin, bro. He has back forward 2-3 plus in the stance and a 2-1
Bro, this
still.
dude book was going on to King, bro.
Bro,
And they gave Reina another low.
it do not matter, bro.
Bro, on
Dude,
God.
Jin still has down 4.
Look at how clean this would be, though. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, yeah,
4,
I
5,
like
6,
that.
7, 8.
Yeah. Reina deserves to be right there. That's all I'm saying.
This is top 30,
Should
yeah.
we, like separate after Victor into a different tier?
Maybe. Yeah, you know? Oh, that creates debate, but I think it's actually true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I think
7, 8,
everyone
9, 10,
above
11.
Victor is just so crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like Fang is too low, man. I feel like he needs to be like
Feng
next
Wei.
to Steve. That's Fang Wei, dude. But I don't
Uh,
know. Like, he fell off, bro.
What is this? Top
Fang did fall
17 and then top 30. And why is it split this way? Because just fucking cuz.
We just have to, because making SABC is just, we're
yeah.
not doing that.
It's too arbitrary. All right. So, let's see. Well,
That feels better.
so, okay. Oh, God. Yeah, there's a part of me that wants to go like this, and I know we're splitting hairs.
No, that's good. That's good. That's good.
You know?
It feels like they're in a different bracket.
Is Lars really that good?
I don't think Lars is that good.
No,
I don't think Lars is that good.
Not in there.
Like
Lars is
I
not
think
as good as like
low key.
Put Lars under Leo.
You really think Lars? I think it's here. I think this is good.
I think Leo's fucking stupid.
Listen, I hate Leo too, but
you're a Bryan main. I can see why you hate Leo, because Leo's designed to like body those button timings in neutral, and it's like, what the fuck do I do? So that seems like the thing there. I think Leo's dumb too.
Jin. You think Lili better than Jin?
I still think Reina is too low.
I put Reina before the Bears.
Reina's better than.
You can't put it before Leo, bro. It might just be my matchup, bro. Like, I will fucking crash out if you put it before Leo. Steve Jin. Am I really living in a timeline where all my training partners' characters are top 30 and I'm playing top 5?
Top 6.
We're going even.
Dude, it's
Lili
this game has a lot of crazy shit in it. There's a lot of matchups, because like making the tier list, I made one too.
Yeah, there's a lot of matchups.
Disingenuous to have like a character.
Lili is weird.
Fang that low, because like characters just fuck you up in this game.
Yeah, so like matchup spread is also really important, right? So like the reason I don't know if I would put Steve higher is because of first to 2 matchup spread. But Jin is a really good one.
Yeah. Whoa.
I'm getting powered up.
How this is ordered? Dragunov is in top 10.
Dragunov is top 10. I think Dragunov is top 10.
Can I not count?
It started getting sticky when we tried to make it cleaner, because we were really cooking when Victor was the cutoff.
This is good, but I think you should swap King and Dragunov.
I actually agree with you.
Because that dude Dragunov is so like stable.
Yeah.
Like he just works well.
I still think Steve sucks in first to 2, man. I want to put him lower, but I'm also bad. So
I think he does too.
He does.
But when I know that other person, they get their ass whooped. Like Devil does the same thing too. Like there's I know someone's lining up a lot lower. The game is better than
AK, I won't lie.
Yeah, I think
Dragunov seem like they're doing the same
AK's
thing.
in that spot where we haven't seen any tournament results with him.
But like I'm fighting Armor King, and
but I'm
so
fighting
obvious,
Armor King every day, and my Armor King should not be God too. Like,
Steve's still not letting you do whatever you want. Well, that depends on the character, and that's why it's like
Xiayou is bottom 3. I'm just kidding.
Like Steve doesn't let you do what you want, but that doesn't really matter all the time if you're fighting Chainsaw Lady, you know. So.
Yeah.
Eddy is at least top 10, bro. What?
You know what's really fucking with me, bro?
What?
Bottom 2, Zafina.
We can't. Don't ignore this, Landon. We're just looking at top 30.
I'm sorry, bro. My bad. I can't read.
Which way do you step Eddy's forward 3?
What?
I'm asking.
I thought that tracked both ways. Surely left.
I
right?
think the version. I'm sticking with my gut. I think the list was better when we had top 30 as one category.
One category?
Yeah. Top 30 was better.
I thought it was looking so good right there.
Do you really think so, bro?
It was looking so good. I thought it was looking good right there. Not gonna lie.
It was.
Because
you think it's good?
Like those characters in top 30, those motherfuckers seem like they're just half of them, or most of them just seem like their layer 1 is so godlike in a first or 2 that they could just win the first round.
Top 20?
Or the first game. Like Eddy, Lars, Leo, Reina, Bears, Shaheen.
into
Like if I ran into some dude in bracket
Yeah.
and they were playing with those characters, I would just lose the first game.
Yeah.
Even Jin too. Like you just duck when you think he about to hell sweep randomly. Like bro, he never hell sweeped or whatever. Like or something like that.
Yeah,
It seems
this
like
is...
it. And then S plus is like, okay, just don't die. Like they can work or not, and they're not even bad Tekken characters.
Yeah.
Like I think this is the best Devil Jin has been since Tad 2, but like he's not one move that really does not make his game plan work well. And
Yeah.
it sucks.
Do you think Miary is better than Feng or Shaheen?
I don't know enough about Miary, but she definitely can't play as safe as Feng Wei. I don't think it'd be possible.
Like when I watch when I watch
problem with
Glaciating
me-
or CBM nuke somebody, like they hit the launch, it just started looking so ugly. But like Fang hitting a DF3, it's like, yeah, it's stupid. But it feels like there's
Fang
so
has
much.
way more damage and neutral skips.
Mhm.
Like Fang is better than Shaheen, by the way. I think.
I just feel like I don't know enough about Miary, but yeah, Fang is probably way more well rounded.
Okay. I think I feel good about this.
Maybe Fang just stopped.
Yeah, that's good.
I think I feel good about this. Okay, it took 3 hours and 24 minutes, and we have a completed list. Top 6, top 20, top 30. Let's count again. I need to make sure. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, this is not bad. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. I'll record an
Clive is the
intro
GOAT.
later explaining this, and then maybe I'll run through character by character. Maybe. What is the last thing we should say? Ordered.
Please stop buffing King.
Yeah, please stop buffing King, bro.
Oh, you mean like actually? Bro, please nerf that Nina down forward 1, please.
Everyone
Just
has
a
huge
little bit.
strengths.
Like, can you make it like?
Weaknesses come from matchup spread or requiring or like less oppressive layer 1. Is that how you want to say it?
Yeah.
Or like a less dominating
like
layer
that.
1?
Yeah, because there's characters in this game where like, especially in Versa 2, where they just do their default plan and you can like die.
Yeah.
Especially if you like fumble around and then you got to deal with that same game plan game 2. I noticed so many people like their game plan falls apart after the first 2 games. Like they don't know how to play after 2 games.
Yeah.
Just the game just does that to you. Nobody's like evolved. Or we rarely get to see past like what they want you to actually do with the game.
Yeah. All right, I feel pretty good about this. This is pretty good. Good stuff, guys. Thanks for joining for the 3.5 hours. Thanks for watching, chat. We have TWT in 3 hours from now. So I'm going to take a nap. But thanks for joining for this. I'm glad we stuck through it. And for future tier lists, we'll be able to work faster because now we have a baseline. How many characters are there right now on the roster? 30...
At least 10.
6. You're so funny, man. 40? There's
Thanks,
40
bro.
characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 40 characters. Oh, wow. Top 40.
40.
Look at that. Why did it split in 2? What is this? Huh?
Dude, TWT is about to start in 2 minutes too. That's cool.
2 minutes? What? Oh,
Is it?
3
a.m.?
Pacific, Landon. Sorry.
Oh.
That's your 6.
Oh. I'm taking my ass to sleep.
Yeah. All right. Top 40 unordered. I'm just gonna do this. This is better.
Okay.
All right. Good stuff. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.
Peace.